All right, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing this evening? What's going on, Wigs and Wine? And what's going on, Annie? Let me go out. I ain't seen Wigs and Wine drop down in a minute, so let me go ahead and mod you up. I thought you was off, but we on the backup channel, so I know you modded on the main channel. Um, so yeah, they've been hating on your bro. You've been hating on your boy. I can't really go places. You know what I'm saying, and hit links like that. Without clout chase, pretty much as y'all saw over there on Limits tonight. So y'all saw I was over there at Lemons, and I was pretty much, and the link is in the description. So I just put it in the description if you do want to hit the link. So I wanted to come live and talk to y'all about some of the developments and things that have been happening. The cleaning up any clear, like I was going. If you notice, if y'all go back and watch that live when I was about to drop some real deal Holyfield type of stuff that'll make things kind of come together for y'all. And I think it's better that I just not put that out, but it's that whole thing with that fire is a lot of serious things that have taken place. And yeah, content creators are linked to, if there is any kind of foul play, that they are linked to this situation more than what y'all think, more than what y'all think. All right. So there's a missing piece to the puzzle that people are not privy. Said it, but if you notice, that's when that young guy hit the link over there and caused a distraction. The flunkies for a certain individual, they came up on the link and they wanted to cause this distraction. Now, I want to apologize to the community, and I'm not talking about the community, but I'm talking about to everyone for me lowering myself to even talk to some of these people or even having a back and forth, right? And but the thing is, the two people that was on there trying to cause the most chaos and havoc, they're children of murderers, both of them, right? And like I've told y'all before, a lot of these people come from real traumatic situations, and they're the lowest of the low. And I can't keep company with these people. All right. And what I'm saying, although Kiki going through what she's going through, and she's going through what she's going through, nevertheless, all the fake concern, none of those people did anything for her. None of those people put up her cash app, or directed anybody or promoted her cause about her situation, which is real and it is grim, to say the least. My relationship with this particular woman. And I said before, I would not ever go back. I made an oath to y'all that I really wouldn't go back to these spaces because, as you see, like they make fun of the most darkest of situations. And it's not a stretch to say, yeah, Kiki's having a breakdown. I mean, duh, right? But as you see, they're exploiting the situation, they're making sport of the situation. And yeah, she's a real life trauma victim. Nevertheless, I cannot continue to fall back into these spaces where I know I am hated without a cause. I know that, these people are derelicts and traumatized children. Is that these people are traumatized, okay? The traumatized children that got older. And so on that panel, we had the young guy says father did 10 years in jail for killing a man, right? Lady Snoop murderer. Okay. And it's a commonality with that. And when people want to talk about my father or my family or whatnot, and I'm proud to say that yes, my family is one of the things that I hold dear in my life over everything. You know, I have a great family. I hit the jackpot, you know, when it came down to my father, my mother, and everything else. I certainly did. You know, my father wasn't perfect, and you know, neither was my mom or whatever. You know, um, who is perfect? Where my mom put me in a space where I could feel any shame about her actions, and the same thing with my father. And but at the same time, these people they come from these type of origin stories where they come from very shameful backgrounds, and that they got to be proud of people that are murderers. Okay, like Lady Snoop, some of her big homies are murderers. Like that is very sad. And I don't care how you put it, murder is worse than anything. All right. You'll criticize a person for and you could criticize even though it is trauma, even though they may not be the same, still they have the gift of life that God gave them. But a murderer is a person that has terminated that person's existence, or that spirit, that soul's existence from the face of the earth. There is nothing to be proud of about a person that has taken someone's life, right? Especially on some gang affiliated or whatever it is. You know, it's goofy, and it shows what these people's values are. And that's one of the reasons why I said that I made pretty much an oath not to return to this space. And even with Kiki and all the drama that's going on, Kiki is traumatized and Kiki is drinking, right? I can't control her when she's at a certain state of this. And if anybody, like, she's an own grown woman, right? It's only so much I can do to help her through whatever situations, you know what I'm saying, or even tragedies that she goes through. You know, we all have our limits, right? And the beef sector in general, as you see, they hate her with a cruel, nasty hatred. None of those people sent her a cash app from the beef sector. When I went live, and they was in full support of Kiki, none of those people except for Chocolate Bay dropped down or even left a comment after the whole situation was over. Maybe I had kind of like checked out. I don't remember seeing anybody from the beef sector that is official beef sector dropping down in that chat that was concerning her and pro her cause. So yes, obviously she's in a self-destructive mode, and that goes without saying, even with the company that she's keeping at this current moment. And I mean, she's not well, right? And this is not me here. I'm not here to bash her, but it's more me talking to my core audience, because my core audience does come over here sometimes at early in the morning, and y'all come. And you know, I have a bigger channel. I go live. People come through from multiple spaces on the internet. I'm very well known on the internet. All right. Very well known, very well loved in a lot of different spaces. And it is a pain, you know what I'm saying, when Kiki gets herself in a state of being, because, you know, yeah, did she go through some things in the street sector? Yes, she did. She went through a lot of, you know, nothing like she ever went through in the beef sector. You know, people have stalked and harassed her. You know what I'm saying? They have hyped up people that are mentally ill. And I was going, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. Like, someone actually hit me up and believed that Kiki was actually homeless living in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? And I laughed at it. I'm just like, wow, like, people run with any kind of narrative on here, and it's, and that's why I don't really check in to these spaces like that. And like, this, like, and I was so proud of the street sector dropping down, you know what I mean? And I was so proud of the street sector dropping down to show concern. I saw a pretty lady. I saw, shout out to the black sector too. So the black sector came through, and I saw the black sector came through, the Latrice Allen sector came through, and all these other sectors. Concern for a human being that has suffered loss. But then when you go over to the beef sector, what you see is a cloud chase. So I was up there trying to clear up a little narrative. I wasn't even trying to be up there that long, like tonight, to be very honest. And when I went on mute, you know what I'm saying, I was talking some business, you know what I'm saying, when I was over there. But as you see, they're so motivated and so full of hate and rage. And like the young guy came over there with all this hate. And come on, I won't be wanting to catch you, and all this kind of stuff. And then the whole thing is, like, I don't even know what the chat looking like right now. I don't even know what the chat like, because I right now I'm not. So I mean, look, we got 37 people at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he would have like at the height of his life, if it ain't about me or somebody else that he's slandering. And the thing is, like, whatever that person wants to do on their channel and put up things or whatever, or want to be a and the whole thing, even with ZX, and people been like telling me that, like with ZX, for example, like, oh, ZX is gonna hold that over her head forever, and blah this quasi, and as you see, LGI had to go up there to insert herself, talk about a narrative of something that happened, I think maybe around February, maybe around February or something like that. Yeah, it was after Valentine's Day. Yeah, it was after our Valentine's Day vacation. And insert herself in it. And the thing is, like I said on the panel, like, online without attaching themselves to a real person. All right. And that's a fact. And what I mean, real person, real content creators. And the thing is, a lot of them, they have not, like, I got to look at this. And I do have to look out for my own self-interest, even in regards to Kiki, you know what I'm saying? Whether she's going through it or not, I have to champion my own cause a lot more, because I sometimes I step back from places that fuck with me, places that, you know what I'm saying, content that, get thousands of views on my channel. And I hate the fact that she goes over there to that space. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm more like, the B sector truthfully deals with me more, the truth, than they deal with her. You know what I'm saying? And and the thing is, it's nothing but hatred over there. They won't worry about her wigs getting burnt up. And I went over there, so I, making fun of the fact that, she don't have no wigs, and her wigs got burnt up in a fire, and all kinds of stuff like that. And it's like, it's just like, these people had no humanity, none. And that's why I went dark. You know what I'm saying? I went dark, you know what I'm saying, responding to some of these people today, because it's like, dang, their name, you know what I'm saying, reason to say they got an issue with Octavius, you know what I'm saying, or even Kiki, because it generates people of all from different sectors to come through. I have personally, this is the thing, like, I heard Envy and RNY over there today, and I got on that panel, and I basically said to them is that, they're talking about Deny, and Deny does come off like he's mentally ill or whatever, right? Or Dante, or whatever his name is, right? Come off like you got some issues, whatever, for a while, as far as I heard, as far as I know. He don't like Amon Wiggins from what I hear. And I have nothing but respect for Amon Wiggins because my friend Star Marie was catching hell in 2018, and every vlogger just making her out to be the complete devil. They were saying that she was a witch doctor and she do witchcraft, voodoo, all kinds of stuff. Like they was really taking it there with her, right? And sadly, and I wouldn't say sadly, but I was, like I said, I talked to Tasha K on the phone. I just want to do like a phone call in or something like that. And that's when she was cool with Tasha K. The Tasha K and Tasha K and Amon were cool. So Amon was like Tasha K's like, kind of like how Ness and Audio, Ness and not Ness and Audio, but remember how like you would see like Ness and Shakim? That's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger channel, a woman with the bigger channel, the guy with the smaller channel, but still relevant. When they were like how the Ness and Shakim situation was, it pretty much like that. So she said, "Oh, basically go over to Amon's channel and check him out." So I went over there, he checked him out, and everything like that. So Amon did like 3 or maybe 4 interviews. And I set up the interview for Amon, and this one he had 3,000 subs. And within a month's time, he went from 3,000 to like 30,000 plus. I think he gained about 30,000 subs in like a month or two in 2018. Like he blew up after that interview. So I don't go over to Amon's and I don't be over there like that, but I do have a lot of respect for Amon. Nevertheless, that does not take away from the fact that Deny is a person that's outside, and a lot of things people are like, it does seem haterish to sit up there and say that, oh, this guy is going on flights, he is traveling, however he's traveling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He is going outside, meeting important people, even if he's suffering mental health issues, got restraining orders or whatever, he's not loyal like. And the thing is, you can't take that from him, like you just can't take that from me, or you can't take that from Kiki, love it or hate it. And being in that position where your life is out here and you cam up and people know what you look like from head to toe, people that got nothing but criticism, and you got people that's behind a black screen 95% of the time and think they're doing something just by sitting in a chair, sitting in a chair, not uploading the shorts, nothing, and very uncomfortable camming up. It seems amazing when certain people talk about their resume online, and I don't know Deny, what nothing like that. I know he's over there with VS and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that he knows whatever. And I'm not trying to be the dude's friend, nothing like that. Really not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make no new friends in these spaces or whatever. But that how that was Octavius said, it's like Dana, it's like Octavius. Well, I'm sorry, that it's a fact. When I went live, who was in the chat on my main channel? The street sector was there. They never unsubscribed from my channel. All the people that you see over there with Troy Island, they originated. The majority of them, I'll say 85% of them, were in my chat years ago. Okay, or a couple of years ago, or well, less than a year ago. Same people that was in my chat when I was doing the content on the street sector, and they over there in Troy Allen's chat. I didn't stop doing the content, and they they migrated over there, but no one unsubscribed from the channel. So, and it's a fact that everybody from the street sector understands that it died after Kiki threw it away. Kiki threw it away. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't really Kiki, but everybody, all the content creators forsook the beef sector. Like all of them did. And if you look around that time, that's why I said I'm the emperor of the street sector, right? The street sector got revived because I was the only one doing content on Marcus that was doing live streams that were relevant in August of 2024. Her thing and a few other people that did uploads from time to time, but pretty much everybody was pro Marcus at that particular point. I was on the outs or whatever for whatever reason, I don't know, but because of that, I did keep the street sector alive, and it died, and then it started branching off when me and Sonny linked up. You know what I'm saying? That's the time that me and Sonny linked up. And the truth is, me and Sonny kept the sector alive. I'm not that is, and that's a fact, So like the thing is, like, I know like people like Envy was over there making fun of it, but it's like, bro, I'm sorry, and it's Envy. It's like you're only relevant because in the ring situation. That's how you got your fame. No one like you was like people knew about Cam, people knew about Mahia, people knew about the Skull and all them people, Ratchet, Coolin, and all them back in 2022. But you made your wave with Misunderstood. You really did. Like there is no predicate beyond that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on you, but I'm just saying it's like, yeah, like, and I'm not taking up for no deny and nothing like that, but my name being associated with like him and everything like that. And like, I mean, then the thing with Envy as well, it's like, bro, you over there, your woman is all in the chat with a woman that was just trying to put a jacket on you not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? VS was over there trying to put jackets on you and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be me. And I'm not trying to drag Envy or nothing like that, but it's just like, bro, like, please. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all got people to please, and I know y'all got people to win over or something like that, because without them, if they say shut you down, don't come to your channel, it's a wrap. You feel me? So when I was live, I had like or maybe 180. I think we got up to about 180 people the other day on the main channel. And I think Lemon was live. I ended the live with over 150 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So what that shows is that's my crowd. That's why I don't go live about anything to do with the beef sector on the main channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll feature the black sector on my main channel over the beef sector at this point. I'm not trying to help merge my people with y'all, and with the beef sector. I'm not. This is where you're going to catch me if I got something to say concerning that. But I was over there on the panel, and as you see, the clout chasers, and then I said, like, this is the thing. What they do often, they'll get on the panel, they'll see somebody that's important, that's a content creator. You know what I'm saying? You're stupid enough to drop down or hit a link, or you got something to say. Pretty much you're relevant to the storyline. And they get on there, and then the whole thing is they gotta hate. Like, and the whole thing, even with ZX, it's like ZX been hating on me hard, right? Hating, going live, hating. He's so proud of Kiki going there, dropping down on his chat, on his channel, hitting the link and everything like that. And, I mean, and the thing is, I don't care. I'm not like, the thing is, I love Kiki to death, but Kiki be dead ass wrong for getting on the influence and hitting these weirdos links. Period. She's a grown woman. And I can't stop it. Like when she sober up, yeah, she know them. She tell me how evil and wicked them people are over. When she's sober, if you notice, when she's sober, she do not come around. She don't even want to hit my link when she's sober. Okay, she don't even want to basically get on any of my business and things like that when she's sober. She doesn't. She doesn't care for the sectors like that. I'll say this space of the internet, he really doesn't care too much about the people over here like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll say like the people that y'all know, online. But like the thing is, like I said before, I clouded out in that space, and I don't want to retrogress and go back to the mud, the mud. Because I was over there, I was, going back and forth, and one of my people was over here when I was, going back and forth, and they heard all that stuff, and it's like, man, like, come on, like, you talking to them people again online? And I haven't turned up like that in a minute, like, and like, I really don't care about what the cyber stalkers got to do, say, and things like that, because it's like they need me. And like I said with LGI, the same thing. She feel important. Okay, talking about Octavius and Kiki like a professional, and she has to lie about it. She got to lie about 95% of the things that she tells y'all about me. Hear her if she's slandering my name. And the same thing with the dude over there, young guy that hit the link over there. His big greatest video was 3,000 views, and it was basically he catfished the sector, like he had some real dramatic stuff about me being on Twitter. On my live, that these women have millions of followers. The women that, he was trying to say they're young and all that. These are grown women around about 26 years old that have millions of followers. I saw the ladies, and I clicked on the heart, and I said heaven. Like, what was it was a nothing burger. Okay. And it was done based off fraud. It was a whole situation of fraud with my name attached to it. And I don't want nothing to do with him. And I apologize for bringing Mia's name up as well, right? In that situation, because like she ain't really had nothing to do with it, but it was only to say there's an associative pattern with this guy. Because like when Mia didn't want to have nothing to do with him, and she was moving on with her YouTube thing, right? And they already had it out. The dude was still like on some stalker stuff. He was on some stalker stuff. He was like, he want to see her hurt, he want to see her destroyed, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, but this is child of a murderer. And what do you this guy was bragging about how his father is a murderer. Okay. So what do you really expect from a person like that? You know what I'm saying? That he's proud of his father taking someone's life. Right? And has been charged with what's going on here for it. And has been charged with and then he also been charged with he was charged with being with a child at one point. So the thing is, I really don't have nothing to say to these people. And it's nothing like in the 74s here. My thing is, I actually enjoy going back and forth with Marjane and the Latrice Adams sector, because I was able to use my intellect to educate people about issues with copyright, YouTube, privacy, things like that, the law and everything like that. It actually brought up my game, when it came down to content. Even if I'm talking trash, it still was content worthy. It's still something that YouTube enjoys promoting. The videos did a lot better talking about something that was associated, even if it was drama, it's still associated with real life stuff and education. But I can't see, the thing is, the problem is with this space is, I could tell it to you, but I can't understand it for you, right? So one of the things about a lot of these people that are trolls, they always have a problem understanding things that are simple and to the point. All right. When things are simple and to the point, you know what I mean? They have a problem understanding. All right. And, like being associated with bottom feeders and fools by any means is detrimental to me, my brand, and who I am online. You know what I mean? And that's why I really, like I said, one of the main things I never liked what Kiki said. Kiki told one big ass lie. It said that I want to be part of the beef sector. That was the biggest lie ever told. You know what I'm saying? When she was drinking. And I'm not mad at her. We ain't dragging Kiki, but no. Mm-mm. Like, let me say, no, I'm saying no. No, because all it is harassment. All it is constant cyber stalking and cyberbullying and people playing with your information. Now that she has lost everything, yeah. I mean, if I'm a detective, I'm going to look at every person. If this person may be the person that was the main victim, or the person looked like they may have been targeted or whatever, I'm going to look at every person that has ever did any kind of form of doxing, harassment, any form of cyber stalking, cyberbullying, threats, things like that. And this is something that is constant for. All right. It's constant for attention space. All right. There's nothing to bring, nothing educational, because the people don't want to be educated. And then, like, I did the live, right? And I knew who I was serving. Like, with the street sector, I already do like a video essays. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a video essay, and then I come through and I'll actually, that means I now research the situation, right? And that way I could come up with information about it. Because, like, the whole reason how the fire situation, if you listen to the essay, and I talked about how all of the departments actually got burnt because, but I actually educated people about, like, the dangers of that, and even how Donald Trump and the administration could be tied to it with funding and building codes and making things a federal overall overlay for all new buildings made. You know what I'm saying? What that can prevent some of these type of issues, or, you know what I'm saying, if the building was properly or were constructed to prevent fires in the first place, these tragedies may have never happened. But said wisdom is too hot for a fool, and you cannot sit there and try to educate fools, because they're not trying to hear that. They're not. It's not. There is nothing that's not one iota of goodness that's going to come from that space. And I know it. You know what I'm saying? She knows it. And as far as her talking to people on the back end, she's traumatized, and she's gonna do whatever she wants to. She's not in the right state of mind. That's just what it is. It's nothing that I can do or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And people tell me, "Oh, I could buy plane tickets for you to go see her," and all this kind of stuff, which was never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking for nobody's charity. You know, I usually, if I get cash app, it's from close friends on here, and it's for me doing work for people. You know what I'm saying? On the back end. All right. In this, and then, like, in these spaces, yeah, but, like, the street sector, like I said, I was so overjoyed to see people drop down. Sheena, Pretty Lady, Honey Gangsta Goddess. I don't know if she dropped down, because I didn't see everybody drop down, but I saw a lot of people from the street sector drop down in support And, that made me glad to see that, what I'm saying, it's a lot of people that have love for me and for Kiki, especially in times of distress. And with the street sector, and like I said, the street outer sector, due to 74 and my affiliation with 74, you know what I'm saying, and a few other women over there, you know what I'm saying, that, give me shots outs, and like Rita, you know what I'm saying, all of them, you know what I'm saying. So I greatly appreciate all the support from, because sometimes I'll come over here in this space on this channel, I make it sound like I'm alone, but when I'm only talking about that when I'm on this channel, because I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that like me. There's a lot of people that support me. A lot of people that want me to come back and get involved, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get back to the regularly scheduled program of going live, talking about politics, and talk about some of the street sector stuff, whatever, if it's relevant to talk about. And also, it's a lot of things in the street outer sector. So they were saying in the street outer sector that I done abandoned 74, and and I don't mess with her no more. And I want to let you know now that's my friend. And and if I ever had a friend on here that I feel like I can trust with confidence 100%, and I'm not just trying to say this to sound like good, or just blow smoke up 74, but 74 is a person that I like, I respect. Like it's kind of like how I had a lot of love for, like I said, I still got love for Tracy. But like I said before, me and Tracy had to fall out. You know what I'm saying? Before me and Tracy had to fall out, we was really close. We was really good friends. But like I think even more in this situation with 74, I really rock with her 1,000,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with her 1,000,000,000%. And she's been nothing but good to me. Her people have been nothing but good to me. And it's not that much, like, she, what I'm saying, she looks out for me a lot, you know what I mean? More than y'all know. And and like the thing is, with me being alone out here for so long and not having nobody, you know what I'm saying, it's really a blessing. And so, like, I just want to just give her flowers, flower power, when it comes down to her. But the thing is, I cannot stay in hell with the demons. I cannot. There is nothing here for me. And like I said, every time Kiki slip up and have these issues, I find myself going over into these hell spaces, these demonic spaces, that all they want to do is put jackets on men. You know what I'm saying? When most of the women that are doing it are questionable about their sexuality. Well, ain't it questionable? They are weirdos. They're sexual deviants. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. You already know I can go deeper on that. But see, it's not worth it. And like, I know a lot of people like the guy was threatening that he can harass me and do all this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, you want to look up my information and you want to do whatever. I really don't care. And people like, I can't go and like strike everybody that's posting my pictures and all that kind of stuff. Like, because a lot of times it just don't matter. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like the guy, he wanted to smoke with me, right? And he done got kicked. He got kicked in the C5. He done got thrown away by Ness, Lemon, Pizza. I think he was over trying to be up on a pizza. Brianna. You know what I'm saying? So the last straw he got is VS, and he's doing his job. But I was about to drop some real heavy stuff before he got up there that he gave people a lot more clarity. But I'm glad that I was prevented from doing that, because I could have, I'm just let sleeping dogs lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let sleeping dogs lie. Right? As far as the fire situation, I'm asking you guys to send donations to Kiki if you feel free to do so. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we'll go on from that. You know what I'm saying? Also look out for me as well. You know what I mean? Don't just leave me just totally desolate. You know what I'm saying? Because most likely I'm just gonna forward her this stuff if you do send it to me based off the fire. You know what I'm saying? So um so it's a real situation. Kiki is totally traumatized about it. And I'm not a mental health professional. I can't help the situation. You know, I'm at my limits, when it come down to that. And you know, me and her, we talked tonight and everything. We did talk. We talked tonight, and she's kind of doing okay, but not at the same time. And it's it's just unfortunate, because like the thing is, you want your friend or your girlfriend or whoever to feel better and do better. And like before, yeah, I would be breathing down her neck about if I found out some stuff what happened, or you've been on somebody panel and channel, or you don't call this person. But all in all, none of that stuff would translate to real life, right? None of that stuff translate to real life. And there is a real investigation taking place. Everything that about is monitored, you know? And I mean, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So I know that Lemon had a misconception about influencers. So do I believe Sonny did it? Like my thing is truthfully, let me say this. I don't believe nothing right now. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if there is an investigator that is investigating the situation, if they believe that someone actually did it and pulled into a precinct and questioned, right? Now that like the thing is because we've been victims of real nasty doxing, organized crime. Because believe it or not, like you could be an influencer, but if you got like something going on in the back end and you're exchanging all kind of information and stuff like that, and a person end up getting hurt on the end of it, or millions of dollars of damage is an issue, and something like arson take place, or odor, or you know what I'm saying, physical harm to somebody, real serious physical harm happens to someone or their property, and it's that serious, it is organized crime, right? So there's people that's doing a lot of, there's a spider, you know what I'm saying, at the end of this web that, yeah, so a lot of times you don't have to do it yourself. But the thing is, it's the influence and also about the communication, or if you got where you gas the person up to do it or whatever, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because it could be like, hey, you found somebody to, what's the name? What's the dude name? Manson, Charles Manson. Charles Manson, if y'all don't know, he didn't physically kill nobody. He had those girls do it. I don't know, like a lot of y'all. That's before my time. That's before I was even born with Charles Manson. But I looked up his story, and Charles Manson had an influence over a group of people, and those group of people or person went out and killed somebody. And Charles Manson was sitting in prison to the day he died, talking about how he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Yeah, everybody knows that he didn't do it, but it is when you got it where you got a person that is mentally ill and you're influencing them, you know what I'm saying, to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Or you got somebody that is believing your hype that much that this person is that evil, and then you're somewhat connected to them and you're communicating with them, then yeah. So like the thing is, I could tell you this, but I can't understand it for you. And that's what I'm gonna use that phrase forever moving forward. I can tell you, but I can't understand it for you. So if it don't land, it just don't land. Because to me, it's simple. All right. Now I'm not talking down to people in the clouds, because I have a lot of people be in the clouds when I go live. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, as far as like I said, I wasn't gonna go live to drag nobody, and do all that weird stuff. I'm not, because like I said, I'm moving up out of that. I mean, I'll still be a comedian and I'll still like, roast on that level. But like, nah, I'm not going to be there going dark and saying, some of the things I said on Lemons channel tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because these are people I don't associate in real life. And, you know what I mean? Like, I can't become common amongst these people, because then I'm no better than them. I'm no better than them hanging around these people. Like, like, I like going over to, if I can get on the panel and just say something for like 5 or 10 minutes, because I really wasn't going to try to be on the link that long. I was just waiting to finish what I had to say, but I was interrupted because, people get numbers off of talking shit about me. That's what they do. I mean, and like I said, one of the things that I find curious, like ZX was talking about my body and how I look, and this guy, the young guy last night, got up there, started talking about my body and how I look. You know what I'm saying? And how I can't do this and do that. And it's like, I'm not dateable. And at some point you do have to say, I'm not interested in you, man. I mean, I understand it's like, you know what I'm saying, Ashante or Ruby Rose, the model, you know what I'm saying? Or Meg the Stallion. I don't want the Meg the Stallion, and she done read me down and said, like, nah, bro, you broke. You know what I'm saying? You old, you dusty, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? No, don't try to talk. Whatever. I might feel some kind of way. But one thing I'm not worried about is some young guy that's a hyper feminine, you know what I'm saying, that prides himself in his clothes and have no car, you know what I'm saying, and got all of his priorities and worried about every other person's relationship, but at 27 don't have no woman to show nothing. You ain't got nothing. You don't have nothing to go on. You ain't got nothing like that going on. You know what I'm saying? And you can speculate and hate and things like that, but then at the same time, it's like you're up under like ZX and the young dude, like y'all up under gay women and gay men online all the time. You reside in this space, in this sector. All right. Like me and Rob got a girlfriend named London, right? I know London. I know London when London first started coming to Rob's channel, right? When he said someone from the UK, I said, can't be Cat, it's probably London. And then, yeah, it was London, right? And then I reported on the Daria situation, you know what I'm saying? Because it was that. Now that was just exciting, you know what I mean? I did the live on Daria, and people want me to do more lives on Daria or whatever, but I just left it alone because she is autistic and she is suffering mental health issues. Feel me? And I understand that. but it was more like Rob and the whole thing about the juicy fruits and stuff like that, and the steaks being thrown down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like that was funny. You know what I'm saying? It was funny regardless. And it was more about the issue of her son grabbing that knife that day in that video that I had. Right. So that was the reason why I went live, because I said I don't want nobody to get hurt. And it was more of a message to Rob to say, bro, you need to get up out of that situation, because the boy, 19 years old, went in the drawer and grabbed the knife, thinking that he got to protect his mama, you know. And Dari talked a little trash. I said something back, but I left it alone, you know. But yeah, but what I'm saying about Rob and his girlfriends, I don't like. That's my partner. He called me the day after I did the live. I think 2 days ago I did the live stream. Rob called me on the phone, got my phone number, hit me up, and we talked on the phone. And he was worried, asked me about, is Kiki okay? How you doing? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? And like if something happens to London or whoever woman he dealing with, yeah, I'm gonna give him a call, like, saying make sure everything on the up and up with him and his woman. But I don't really care that deeply. But one of the main things men don't really care about is other dudes' girlfriends or wives. That you don't do that. And people get up there, I got these. I mean, and the thing is, only guys that really worried that tough about a relationship like that are guys that are suspect. Love and hip hop, Housewives of Atlanta type shit. Right? So I know, like, what the dude name, the gay guy ODS over there, he, what I'm saying, like, he was talking with Goosey about, I went over there one day and I saw that Goosey was live on one of my backup channels, and I was like, I looked in just for a little bit, and him and ODS was up there talking about, something about Atlanta Housewives and how he been keeping up, whatever. And see, the thing about ODS is an authentic gay man. I expect for him to be over there talking about how I may not be treating Kiki right. You know what I'm saying? Or even how Rico was talking about whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Or even, as I said, Jay Wilson talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're out and they're in that. I expect that from these guys that are gay, right? But what I do know that it ain't common for me to, like, I'm not over here talking about people relationships. Now, I might talk about, like, my whole thing is that I'm not over there talking about, like, the Envy RNY stuff when they met up. Oh, shout out to Envy and RNY. All right, you got a woman. Okay. I just said, okay, did he link up with her? No, my question was, did he link up with her to be in the beef sector or something like that? That's a good question, because I did criticize and say, well, I'm only for Tracy, and then later on I became friends with Kiki, who is from the original from the beef sector. Right? That was it. I said, outside of that, I really be in other spaces. Before I met Kiki, to be very honest, before I met Kiki, I was in the black sector. and the Mo 3 sector. I wasn't going over there like that. I went to Tracy's channel and Kimmy's channel. That's it. You can't catch me nowhere else in the beef sector in 2022 outside of Tracy and Kimmy. That's it. Tracy and Kimmy. Nobody else, because they intertwine themselves with the black sector. And I was in the Mo 3 sector with Cooling for like a year and a half over there with her, and then with Mahia, you know, and then the conscious sector with Rob. That was it. And I was getting on panels back then more than anything. So, you know, my association with these people is only pretty much through two women, Tracy and Tracy and Kiki. And then and VS. Tracy, Kiki, and VS, believe it or not. They're the three women that made me have a tie to the beef sector. Because before I even knew who Kiki was, VS was trolling me because I had all those people on my chat because Rob Rack. And I started having my back and forths because of that and her, whatever she was trying to do at the time. Outside of that, yeah. I'm, you know. And like I said, I would say that, yeah, I benefited in a certain way. There's been some good people. But like when I go live, just check it out. When I go live, I see the black sector in my chat. I see Annie. I see Diva Tomboyish. I might see Love Stone. I'll see and these are like in you know, these are people that have like been there since I started live streaming on a serious level. Okay, the black sector has been there. Part of the black sector has been in my chat since I started live streaming, which is like 2022. They never really left me like that. You know what I'm saying? But when I went live there, I ain't seen nobody from the B sector drop down. I saw Chocolate Bay leave a comment. That's all I also seen Chocolate Bay leave a comment. And I know Shelly has sent her concerns and well wishes, you know what I'm saying, to me personally, in writing. And I appreciate that, you know, and as much as I'm going to say about her, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's stressful. I know better than anybody it's stressful, you know, when someone's dealing with whatever they deal with. You know what I'm saying? I know better than anyone. So like, I'm not, you know, like when someone's not in the right state of mind, you can't say, okay, they doing this, they doing that on purpose to you or whatever. And I don't care what the trolls got to say about Kiki in the situation, because there are people that believe that I really live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my mom and I sleep on the floor, and Kiki is right now outside in the backyard or something like that. Like there's people that really believe that she's homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? It's that sad. It's that sad. So these are 50, 60, and some of them are even younger. People that call themselves trolls. Not content creators. 74 was down there in Cancun this week. He was at Cancun this week. You know what I mean? Travel, going to court, really vlogging. You know what I'm saying? Really being a real life person. This is somebody from the Latrice Allen sector, and really vlogging, and is somebody I can look up to as inspiration. As what that level of content creator I want to get to be honest, if I was uninterrupted. I've been there a few times. But like I said, that this is just like one of them kind of interruptions when this happens, and I want to basically clear the air about a serious situation concerning Kiki in, you know what I mean? Like I said, one of my people were over here and it heard me cursing those people out over there. And, you know what I mean? They talked to me about it. And I was like, you know what? I was wrong. And I said, I'm gonna play. If I ever go talk to them people again, I ain't got nothing to prove to them. Like, I don't really care if ZS is going live every day talking trash. He's been talking trash. He's been slandering. He's been hating since the day that me and him ever was on a panel. Okay. Ain't nothing ever going to change with that situation. But the thing about it is, they either need me or they need Kiki as the real vloggers, the real content creators to be a subject matter for the vampires to feed. And I understand that. And I'm like, I can't constantly keep feeding the vampires. You know what I'm saying? The bloodsuckers. And I know what I'm saying. And I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. I told Kiki today, I said, I can't keep going to hell with you. Regardless of her mental state, I cannot go to hell with you. I can't go to demon land with you because whatever. I can't. Oh, let me see something real quick. Man, my phone done froze up. I'm not on my phone. I'm actually on the computer. I hope y'all can hear me good. Obviously, y'all can. Oh, yeah. Let me look at your chat. And like I said, we're gonna actually be going. Y'all make sure I get the like stuff for me, please. But yeah, I'm gonna actually be going live a lot more on the other channel. The other channel, like there's two channels that are monetized. So this channel, the monetization is off. So the other two channels are monetized, and I'll be doing content on both of those channels. All right. So I'll be doing content on those channels. And there's one channel I have, y'all never see me go like, y'all probably see me go live one time. It is the Octavius One Kenobi with the soul up on in the feed. But there's another channel that I have that has 3,500 subscribers over there. So I'll be going live talking over there, and all my lives going to be like more cammed up and things like you saw me on the main page yesterday. So I'll be going live over there. I'll be posting content, uploads, and stuff like that. And getting those channels more content. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm tired. I'm tired, and like I really don't care about what trolls got to say. You know, they need me. I don't need them. And in the description, if anybody want to come up, I can let you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to verify that is you if you want to hit the link. Most definitely. And like I said, I'm going back right now. Tomorrow I'm going to do some Latrice Allen sector content, and moving forward, it's going to be that Latrice Allen sector, Donald Trump getting back to the politics, and then we're also going to be doing street sector content as well. And I'm done. And like I said, I don't really care about any criticism in this beef sector space. When it comes down to me and Kiki has a problem right now. She's going through trauma because she lost her stuff. She's not going to be acting like she got it all together. So I don't even know why people be acting like, oh, why she's doing what she's doing. For one, she's drinking, and two, she's suffering some traumatic event that happened to her life. That's it. That's all. Everything else at this point is exploitation. Period. You know? And like I said, if I decide as her representative, Kiki's representative, that your life is not within her best interest, your video will be taken down. And it's easy. All right. So I'm not gonna be stressing myself about I'm not going back to try to like strike nobody or nothing like that. But if it's not in her, if it moving forward, if it ain't her best interest, there will be action taken there, and that's it. When I find the time, because like I said, there's a lot of people that's playing with certain things right now as if like right now I don't have the time. I just don't have I just have not been having the time. Right? But when I find that time and I find a boring space in my life and it take me like less than 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But that's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. And like the thing is, I can guarantee you that if it's a video that's posted with her up there under the influence, not in her right mind, I can 100% guarantee you that that video will be removed if it's in her best interest for it to be removed. Period. Now, let's also talk about like liability, right? When it comes down to the situation, people talking about defamation and all kind of stuff. You do know. Now, this is something I know for a fact. In the in the Star Marie Cardi B situation where Tasha K got sued as part of the Star Marie interview that she did when they mentioned herpes and things like that. The lawyers from Cardi B, if you go back and research, Star got sued. They dropped the lawsuit on Star Marie. The lawyers did. Because they said that it was about the person hosting the bullshit on their channel that got the cash apps and transaction, and that they were the ones making money off of all right. So, I mean, people can do whatever they want. Now, that's a situation I do know everything about. And like I said, me and Star have been best friends since 2010. I haven't talked to her in maybe 9 months, but since over 16 years we've been friends. But 15 years we've been friends. right? And she was threatening with the lawsuit and all kinds of stuff like that. So the content creator that is out there promoting or that it holds a platform for a person that is mentally unstable and obviously under the influence of alcohol saying whatever they're saying, that person is the one that's supposed to be sued. And I'm not pushing no narrative. I don't care. I've checked out. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And this ain't no shot at nobody. I listen. I don't care about having a back and forth with the same weirdos. But you know what I'm saying? You know, like the thing is, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up out of here. And I'm gonna reiterate something. Now, like a lot of bigger YouTubers are here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You know, have platforms that create content. And one thing I want to let you guys know is what I saw today, and this is something I already know. We already kind of know it. But the thing is, they say don't feed the trolls. Because I'm on a panel, I'm talking about a whole nother situation. Dude from months ago that went on my Twitter, tried to go in there and say that I was some kind of weirdo because I said a beautiful young black women that were like 26 years old. I said it's heaven. They're beautiful. Beautiful women, beautiful young women that are dressed up. Y'all ain't even wearing no panties, no thongs, nothing. I said heaven, and they try to twist it and say I like younger, underage, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go to my channel, prove that these girls got millions of followers. And then the thing is, the video itself had over 1 million views with thousands of comments. I'm just like, there's some beautiful black women. Oh my God, they're beautiful. Heaven. Right? Catfish these sectors into believing that there was going to be something on there where it was going to be some salacious shit. It was going to be some secret closeted gay stuff that was going to probably be on the like that I was liking. And what everybody found out is that no, Octavius is straight and secret. Okay. I'm straight and secret. Right. Period. Well, no, nothing weird. Yeah. Did I see some chicks on there? You know what I'm saying? Doing some wild stuff on X and, you know, have whatever, you know. I'm a man. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I get turned on. That's how children are born, you know? All right. So the thing about it is, let me get to the point. So yeah, LGI up there. LGI really ain't got nothing, no motion, nothing going on at all that anybody would go over to listen and talk about outside of she goes and do uploads about how she hates VS. All right. Because whatever, because she said she was going to come for VS when VS first came back. All right. And so what her and ZX was going to do when VS came back, it was threatening to do some weird stuff to, you know, with her information or something like that. And then I think VS posted like her in hospice or somewhere like that, in ICU or wherever it was, hooked up with all the machines. Yes. Right now, no one really goes to her channel to check for that. They don't. But the only time she gets attention is when she goes over there, make up lies about how I begged her for food, and I was on the phone talking about kids and stuff like that. How I, you know, some weird, wild ass stuff that's unimaginable, right? Meanwhile, telling me how much she's a Hebrew Israelite, she believe in God and everything like that, and will come out there and tell a vicious lie like that. And I told her, I said, you're going to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? For what you liar. for what you did to me. And you're like, the lady's sick and the lady's about to die. I don't want to have a back and forth with a person that's half dead. Okay? I don't. But then to see the thing about it is, and truthfully, sadly, she don't have long to live. Right? And it's unfortunate, but to see the thing about, because I'm a bigger person, I'm a person. If you talk about me, people are going to be there to listen. I got a lot of people that love me, a lot of people that hate me for whatever reason. And the truth is, I never did nobody wrong who didn't deserve it on some level. And the thing is, everybody I have actually had an ought with, it ain't never because you dragged me or nothing like that. No, you tried to violated me on some kind of level. You doxed me. You played with my pictures, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You started with me first. I responded. Even when it comes down to me taking channels and things like that, when it comes down to the channel taking, how can I take your channel if you're not using my content? When I was taking those people's channels in the street sector, they had my content on their channel. All right. I wasn't taking their content, posting in their stuff on my channel and giving them no accolades. And it's not even fair use when you use it to slander somebody and run a narrative and put fake overlays and stuff over people's faces and stuff like that. Or taking someone picture and calling them a pig, or, whatever it is. That doesn't fall under copyright. All right. So, like, how did I even get in to take these people's channels and the people that can say that they're hurt about it? So, yeah, it's a lot of content creators that have been hurt, you know what I'm saying, about attacking me because I am a well-rounded, cool individual and everything like that. And I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I regret even doing that stuff. Like, I regret doing what I got to do to get people off my back. But I'm gonna still do what I gotta do to get people off my back. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta do that. Like, even with VS striking people, if you got her content, see, the thing is, I don't have none of her stuff on my channel. I don't want to promote her on no level. When me and Sunny had a back and forth, or like when we was in the street set, she was talking trash. She used my stuff, and when it was not, the thing is, she went dark with using my stuff. She used my content. I ain't always like, okay, whatever, you're not gonna strike you for it. But the thing about it is, the street said that we using each other's content like it wasn't nothing. It was no big deal, right? But at the end of the day, it still was promotion for her channel. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was like in a sense of clowning her, like, she still got promoted. You know what I'm saying? She was like she became one of the, she was the first Quetta in the street sector. You know what I'm saying? Probably, yeah, bigger than Quetta at one point. You know what I'm saying? Way bigger than Quetta. But it was because everybody was talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're not here to promote. But the trolling and stuff like that, let's get to that. These people don't have a voice without me. They're like demons that need a body, and I'm the body, right? And it's like that demon getting you. Now you're doing all kind of weird stuff. You're trying to hurt people, trying to do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, right? You're not in your right state of mind when a demon is you demonically possessed, right? You're not in the right state of mind. Now, that's how they feed And like you got people like with Jazzy from the black sector. I felt Jazzy. Posted that old video of Jazzy talking about ZX. See, I followed Jazzy from day one. You know what I'm saying? I was working a lot, so I didn't go drop down. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't online like that. I would call in to shows, but I wasn't like, I was nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be relevant. I would just like be in a chat, whatever, from Blue Moon, every here and there. But like Jazzy was frustrated with ZX and like how she was talking about it, like, bro, like you only like came over here to be a hater. And your fame is you being a hater. All right. So like say if you go live tomorrow, say if the young dude go live tomorrow, he say he gonna post this, post that, twist narratives and lie and do whatever he gonna do. He say he gonna troll, I'm gonna have to call the feds on him and all kind of weird ass stuff. Mind you, I have left this dude alone. But the thing is, he don't got no engine. He ain't got no fame. He see that fat old Octavius, as he put it, that's almost 19 years older than him, right? I'm 19 years older than this guy. And I understand I'm older than this guy. When I did know him, I talked to him like an elder, right? I wasn't trying to be the dude friend, buddy, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to him like an elder, you know what I'm saying? Just giving him some game. And the sad part about it, the guy wouldn't even have his channel that he has right now if it wasn't for Octavius Prime. And the dude never gave me a dime. Never gave me a dime. A thank you. And then you could just see that he had like this whole thing. He thought he gets mad when he was talking about how my views are fake. I'm buying views and all that kind of stuff. I bought the views with Donald Trump. And I bought the views, I guess, the day before yesterday and things like that. No, I am a content creator. You're a troll. Sadly, when people get on here and even when they hate on me, even when you go live and hate on me, everybody know this is for entertainment purposes, but you about to have a heart attack at 27 years old with your hate and rage. And you really think that you're going to get put on as a rapper or whatever. This is going to lead to you becoming famous hating on Octavius Prime, a guy that's almost 20 years older than you. In the majority of my content, I talk about my girlfriend. I talk about education, science, politics, you know what I'm saying? Vlogging about, you know what I'm saying? Reacting, things like that. A lot of my stuff is harmless, but it is content. I'm a content creator. And the thing is, if you're not putting in the work to be a content creator, I'm just let you know, like ZX is putting a lot of work being a hater online. He hated on Tommy Sotomayor. You know what I'm saying? He hated on Tommy. He hated on Chucky. Hated on Claudiva. Hated on ain't nobody on here he hasn't hated on. Hated on Fi Babe. You know, that hate, even hating on VS at this particular point. You know what I'm saying? Like that lady has done things and set up things behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, that were some real trifling stuff have come about that, yeah, I can't come out here and tell y'all all the stuff, you know what I'm saying? And people that she done been behind the scenes and gaslight to do weird stuff to me and Kiki. Okay? The lady came out when she first came back to the we came over there, inserted herself in a Rob Rack store, and then it was Octavius and Tracy's storyline to get put on. All right. So like the thing about it is like what like I said, these people they're just like if like this is the thing, and I talked about, I'm gonna just say this with Mia, and I know Mia doing her own thing. When I told Mia, I said Mia wanted to start a channel, and she was floating around the beef sector, And I said, Mia, they don't like women. So you're young and attractive. That can help you all by yourself. All you gotta do is go live on YouTube and have something to say, or even just you're from the street sector, go live and talk about Marcus, right? And I told her how everything's gonna go down with every dude that she talked to on the back end. And the only nigga that came out here and fucked her over was me. I never did. You know what I'm saying? I am the only nigga that never came out here and like try to make her content on my channel. But I told her that everything was going to end the way that it ended. I said, that's the reason why they don't like Kiki. Kiki is attractive. They talk all about that's how she look, whatever. They come out, her body and everything like that. But Kiki is attractive, and Kiki travels. She has an exciting life. She got a life that a lot of women dream of. And the thing is, you really can't become nothing in a batch of haters. And a batch of people, they don't have relevance unless they're hating on a nigga. Point blank, period. And so, like, maybe tomorrow, the young dude will go live. And there's going to be some other people going live. And they'll be like, or making posts and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe LGI get her interview with ZX again. You know what I'm saying? She could sit on the panel and ride shotgun with her pimp. And they can sit up there and make up lies about my relationship, what I should be doing for Kiki and everything. But mind you, these are the same people that was LGI was wishing death on Kiki less than 2 months, less than a month ago. Lady Snoop was over there dragging her for filth last night. And then she pro woman and pro this. And Lady Snoop teeth are rotten. Like Krista took a real shot of Lady Snoop opening her mouth. And bro, it is harsh. Like all that stuff in the back is black. And I'm like, this is a person that worries about everybody else's business. Meanwhile, your teeth are gone. And your teeth are rotten and black in the back. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. And then it's like, Don Cato said that he didn't want her to even go down on him. You feel what I'm saying? And now we understand why. So, like, my thing is, I can't keep constantly roasting these people. It's obvious that I'm a greater comedian than these people. On a solo dolo tip, I'm a greater educator. I'm greater than them. Like, my thing is, like, listen. Envy was over there talking about the dude Deny, and I talked about this earlier, and we're gonna get up out of here. But he was over there talking about Deny. Right. And then him and RNY had to throw my name into all that, right? About denying his greatness and everything. I mean, go back. What have I said on my live about who I am that I lied about? All right. That I lied about. And if you can't say what I've said about myself, my affiliation with knowing the people pre-beef sector, and it's an absolute fact. And if that makes y'all feel some kind of way that y'all feel some kind of way because you do have zero impact on anything. Because I helped create the street sector, and the street sector died. And I started going live on Marcus and keeping the content going. And that's why you got Allie, you got a lot of new people that are in the streets. It's a sector now. And if it wasn't for me keeping it going, you wouldn't have the street sector that you have today. That's a fact. And you niggas can't deny it. And that's why y'all be mad. Okay. Now I'm not going to try to drag Envy and shit, but Envy was over there. Like, he got on the panel and started doing all these alley-oops and trolling and all this goofy ass shit when it came to me. But he had that gay guy deny calling for his name, and you ain't show up. You didn't even show up. I mean, that gay guy is a man over you at this point, because you talk shit about him for hours today and you didn't show up to even confront him. So then that's the thing. Then the whole thing is, you're in the chat where you said that y'all was over there outraged, Envy, when it came down to RY, and it was a threat of Lemon was going to pull a bazooka on RY, and she was so distraught. But now you in the chat, you know what I mean? You're up there, sucking farts out of Lemon's ass. Come on, man. Listen, I don't even go there. See what I'm saying? So easy for me. But like I said, it's like, bro, truthfully, like, who the fuck are you talking to? I've been canceled about it. Didn't VS cancel me? I was over here canceled at 3 a.m, getting 2,000 views at 2-3 a.m. Canceled. Y'all could be over there 5 hours sometimes, and you got to put your live on membership. Why? Because no one came to see you, Otis. And 99% of the time, I'm over here by myself. Kiki ain't hitting no link. You know what I'm saying? I might have China White come through. And that's it. China and who else? I don't know. I don't know the last guest I had over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, China was, I think, the last guest over here. Kiki don't be over here like that. And it's like I said, it boils down to the fact I'm a content creator. And the content that RNY had when it came out, and see, they'll get mad about me telling the truth about it, but the content that she had was her outrage over Lemon saying and joking, saying that he'll pull out a bazooka, which if you went down to the police precinct and said something like, somebody said they're going to pull a bazooka out on me. You know what I'm saying? This drunk guy from California, and I'm living like in Maryland or something like that, said that he's going to put a bazooka out on me. You would not be taken seriously. That was the content that y'all ran for months. Then you said there was no court case when it came down to the can, all this kind of stuff, or whatever. Like, YouTube cameras go live in the morning. And see, this is the reason why I'm like, why? Okay, YouTube cameras go live in the morning. I don't really watch YouTube cameras too much no more. Like, I ain't got no residual hate for her. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I know she probably still got a sour taste in her mouth when it come to me, when, you know what I'm saying, about her actions towards me. And I acted appropriately. Right? But YouTube cameras be over there. If VS go live in the morning, ain't nobody there. Oh, I was live when I was live. I had 180 people in the chat. I had 180 people in the chat. VS live, Lemon live. But my shit don't get affected by somebody going live on top of me. I've been peep game about that, but I've been peep game about the B sector when it comes down to how they are. And I understand that people got to play like they don't like people. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Octavius. Oh my God, I hate him. You know what I'm saying? Because you want favor and you want to reshare and you want to be in good graces with people that got influence over this one sector. And if you that person say shut them down, you'll never see 1,000 views again. Great people. Like I said, I'm only using YouTube cameras for this one reason, because she reports on me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm just saying this is this is the God honest truth. No one's really coming to see YouTube cameras unless they don't have a choice where if like VS is not live or somebody else is live on top of her. Like Binary was just go live on top of her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, it's not saying I'm dragging YouTube cameras. What I am saying is that who wants to be in a space where, like, if I go live, I want my own crowd to come check me out. That's why I love the street sector. You know what I'm saying? And the big plus has been the Latrice Allen sector has come through my channel. Big plus. You know what I'm saying? But I love the street sector. I love the black sector for that reason. You know what I'm saying? The people that fuck with me in the black sector, I love them for that reason. Is that we don't care, and it don't care if anybody live. She gonna drop down. There's a few people I know that's like Lovely One or whoever. They gonna come be under the thing. They're gonna be replay gang and things like that. And I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Right? But the thing is, I'm just saying this. We're gonna get up out of here. I know I've been rambling, and I already pretty much told y'all I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna deal with Kiki on my own accord privately. The information that y'all have gotten about her situation is more than what people deserve. And I went live. I talked about what's in the news and things like that. And I talked about what's in the news pretty much. And all the people that care about Kiki, nobody put out a cash app to put a cash app up. Nothing. When it was about her positive, none of those people from the sector dropped down to show their face and say, I support Kiki, or left a comment. Only people that have shown interest from the beef sector is Shelly and Chocolate Bay. And no, Tracy probably get around to watching it. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, who want to be fucked up with y'all? I mean, just being real. See where we at with it. Shout out to everybody that came through. What's going on, Shelly? Oh, I'm gonna do some celebrity news too, Shelly. I'm gonna do some celebrity news as well. Oh, I'm not beefing with YTC. I'm not. No, Shelly, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like you. I ain't beefing with nobody. You know, I ain't beefing with nobody. Yeah, I'm not beefing with her, and I didn't really. I'm not dragging nobody. Trust me, y'all would know if I'm doing that. You know, I dragged YouTube cameras before, and it won't be like me just saying over here talking as an intellectual. Not at all. You know, but there's a lot of people that they need it, and I'm just saying the thing is, yeah, there's people that go like the thing is. What I was saying about YouTube cameras was that I noticed Gangster when she does go live, she goes live. Well, let me go ahead and tell y'all the truth. Let me go ahead and tell y'all the backstory with YouTube cameras. If y'all don't know, YouTube cameras was in the black and conscious sector. She got known in the black and conscious sector as a clip channel at first. she would do clips. It's like some of her earlier stuff had me, Claudiva, Misunderstood, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know about Tracy or nothing like that. I don't think she did too many. The clips she had, that was like Mo 3. It was like Mo 3 sector and Black sector and a little bit of conscious sector content. Now, she was a moderator for me for a long time. Her and a chick named Morticia. It was like when she came out, started showing herself. She was a moderator. She had a smaller channel, and she was a moderator of mine. And you know, I was cool with YouTube cameras for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'll say since 2022, even before she had revealed herself. You know, she was like a Henny Wives at one point. And if you go back to my old lives, you'll see YouTube cameras as a moderator. Like I'm saying, right 2020, it was like 2023. You'll see her as my moderator. Now, when me and Kiki was doing the B Sector content, a lot of those videos are on membership. So on my main channel, so you won't be able to see it. But like around about 2023, the Rob Rex saga and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, YouTube cameras was a mod of mine. And then she became a mod of Kiki, but she took more to Kiki around that time. So she was crossing over to the B Sector space, believe it or not, through Kiki. And it's proof. Like if you go to any live that I did with Kiki on it from 2023, you're going to see YouTube cameras in the chat as a moderator. You're going to see her there. All the way up until like 2025. Was it 2025? I don't know when it was, like, but what happened was, yeah, Ken got up there and said, Ken was up there saying all kind of god awful things about me. And I, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't respond. She said, well, I don't know, and y'all take that to y'all channel and all that kind of stuff, and basically chastising me and cussing me out and reading me for the facts of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. And then I went live and I responded. I didn't put a name in the title, but I responded. And, you know, that was it. Now, she's connected to the woman beater, Donna Goins. And all of a sudden, Donna Goins, the drug addict and woman beater, he just magically went live. Like he was over there with some girl, some Louis Reese Allen sector failure. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to mention that trash. Went live over there, you know what I'm saying? And they was calling my name, Octavius Palm, all this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cloud chasing. And like I wasn't nothing but good to Donald. So I don't know if that's her bestie, her friend, whatever it is. I don't know. But, you know, she has a sour taste in her mouth because, you know, whatever with the Donald Goins thing and all of that, you know, I truly don't know at this point because I really don't have no issues with her, and I'm not dragging her. But what I am saying is that, you know what I'm saying, I always wanted to, that's why I've been cross sector, and YouTube cameras is a pedigree of mine. When I say this is that she is a crossover person, a cross sector person originally. She's a cross sector person. Now she embedded herself as a B sector adjacent or B sector content creator. Well, she's a B sector content creator, definitely. But now that she kind of like tied herself to the B sector fully, you know, and she's not pretty much cross sector like I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in all the spaces, and she was too. When they go live on top of her, they drain her chat. That's not drag. VS was live, and I saw like, damn, VS had like 400 or 500 people who were like early in the morning in the chat. YouTube cameras had like 50. And I think somebody else went live around that time too. And, the views ain't where they were. And then sometimes I do hear her commentary. It is slanted like Octavius kind of be lying and doing the most and all kinds of shit. I'm like, when, where, and how? When, where, and how? What receipt do y'all have me come out here making things up about people or fictionalizing where I've been online? There is none. And then, I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And all that. And I understand that, yeah, they have to be in somewhat the good graces of Pizza, Lemon and VS, or Brianna if she was active again. Because if they're not, they got to be, can be turned off. And my thing is, you see, we got canceled. I was doing like 22,000 views on this channel back to back in the middle of the night. You feel what I'm saying? So that's not me hating. But people want to hear something different. They want to hear the truth. And I'm only in a position to do that because I am a cross-sector individual. I have my own following. You know what I'm saying? I have my own following. And the thing is, I know how these people will just have you looking stupid. Yeah, you lie, but yeah, they finna go hear the person that they feel like got all the clout in the space. So if you ever hear like that, I don't know. Just know when they do I don't know, Octavius created this, he created the world, he created the B sector and all that stuff. I don't know, he be doing the most and all this kind of stuff. Just know they have to do that. They have to do that. They cannot show like they're in fealty with Octavius. Not at all. They cannot do that. They don't have the right to speak freely like I do. And that will be the drag. If there is anything, they don't have the right to speak freely. When VS and Lemon say they cancel me, guess what? The views went up, not down, on this little page. And the frustration for a lot of these vloggers, some of them may be more articulate than me. Some of them can probably break down more intricacies and issues and point out some things that my brain can't even process or imagine. But you know what? They're compromised and they can't freely speak because if they do, they know they will be canceled and they don't have the energy and they don't have the talent or fortitude or strength or resilience, you know what I'm saying, to go out here and do it on by themselves, carry a show by themselves, and not be worrying about if someone's sharing. I got to get their share. But then the thing is, what's different with me is I'm authentic. I'm it's whatever you want to hear. I'm authentic. Now I cleared that whole thing up about the beef sector and everything. I say I knew a lot of these people pre-beef sector that integrated into the beef sector. And yeah, a lot of them had channels from the entertainment space or whatever. And that, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the guys that actually got put on, you know what I'm saying? Especially the gay guys, y'all know, a lot of them are, somewhat, derivatives of the guy Armand Wiggins that I helped organize an interview with. That's it. That's all. And I was in those interviews. I was part of that. I was part of that drama back then, and it wasn't. I didn't even really know what was what. Now the thing is, a lot of people have a lot of reverence for Amon Wiggins, and I see why. And like I said, I know the guy. I've seen that Amon did a great job with my friend. You know what I'm saying, and let her speak her truth uninterrupted, unskewed. You know what I'm saying, without making her to be a demon back then. So I have appreciation for him. You know what I'm saying? For that reason and that reason alone. That Star is a real life friend of mine. And that's not even like me being a fanned out boy. No, that was like a real friend of mine. That's what ain't it was. That's a real friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I was very appreciative of him. And if it did cause a chain reaction for things to grow to something else, then yeah, I'm glad that I was part of that. And I've said that multiple times. But the sad part about it is people can go research these things that I'm saying and see that it's absolutely true, and it hurts them to their soul because these are abused, traumatized children that never got attention from their mothers, their fathers, you know what I'm saying? And they're mad at the world, and they want to be in the center of attention at all costs, at all times. They want to be in the center of attention. And then when they see someone like me that's talking, they feel like the young dude who was talking trash tonight, like with him, he feels like he's younger, he's cuter, he can rap and all kinds of stuff. But when he go live, he can be without help. If he go live by himself on his main channel, he might bust down 300 views after 2 hours. $300 views, and he got a hell of a alley-oop, a hell of a start. He had a hell of a person to promote him, which was Ness, and then even Lemon at one point. So if people put a lot of gas in his car when he first pulled up, you know what I'm saying, but he ain't been able to do nothing with it. Now the gas done ran out. Yes, and that's not my problem. I mean, and anybody that's been a flunky for VS, it's like, bro, she laughs. I'm gonna tell you one thing me and VS have in common. I laugh at you and she laugh at you. When you want to be a little do boy, do girl, I laugh at you, she laughs at you. And there have been nobody, when I mean no, not one, there have been no content creator that has been linked to her closely that's ever took off and kept their numbers after her disassociation of them. And she loves to disassociate when she need content. Yeah, she'll disassociate herself from that young guy. And because like VS, I'm not going to respond to that clown. So if you want to make content off of him and throw him away, I mean, I suggest you do so. You probably ain't gonna do it now, but maybe, yeah, just maybe give it like a month or so. Find a reason to get mad at him and throw him away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he could be relevant then. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not gonna make him relevant for you because I'm not bothered by it. I don't care what he do over there. He could be able to post my full name. I don't care. My name, everybody know my name. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I really don't. Now, if I get bored, I want to strike him. I do that, but I don't care. But a lot of them CCs, when they say that though, they're just jealous because they bound in the box. They got masters to appease. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Nicole, what's going on? What's going on, Tasha? Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Nicole? We got with it. What's good? What's good? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to yeah. Shout out to and Nicole. Know I was around pre-beef sector with these people. You know what I'm saying? But they just mad about that. They're mad. Yeah, they're mad. Oh, asking for the link. The link is in the description if you want to hit the link. My bad. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, please. What's going on, Tara? What's going on, Beachy? Oh, is it you don't see it in the it's in the description. I can't drop it. Let me see if I go to if you send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you the link. Uh, let me see. I'll put it on my matter of fact, I will put it on my community wall. If anybody want to hit the link, just go to the community wall. Moderators, if anybody asks, just tell them to go to the community wall and I'll put the link up for anybody that want to hit the link. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Let me get the right link for y'all. Damn. All right, me link. The link will be posted on the community wall. All right. The link is posted on the community wall right now, guys. So hit the link on the community wall and you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? We got 63 people here. If you can, please hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. All right, the link is on the community wall. If anybody is, I think Nicole was looking for the link. All right, let me see. Oh no, the link does work. The link does work on I can't post a link in the chat on the vertical, but the link works when it comes down to you have to go to the community wall and you go to the community wall on this live stream that I'm on and on this page that I'm on and it's posted. So the StreamYard link is there and then I can bring whoever up that wants to come up. And for those that can look at the description, there should be a hyperlink for StreamYard in the description where you can click the link and you can come up that way. So y'all remember I was having those issues with I was having no issues with StreamYard with this new microphone that I have. So what I found out was Google Chrome causes a lot of issues with StreamYard. And so now I'm using Microsoft Edge on the computer, and everything's been working well since then. With this headset. So that's why I was using the OBS when I was going live. And YouTube actually likes the StreamYard over OBS. You know what I'm saying? If you're not camming up, they don't like the StreamYard being used, the OBS being used, or whatever. What's going on, Luma Negro? What's good? What's good? And now I got the link on the community wall. I don't got nobody hitting the link. Ooh. All right. What I do? But yeah, I'm just saying that a lot of those content creators like Envy and RM1 and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, I gotta just say this, right? So I'm not dragging, but I'm just saying though, like, it is like, see, the thing is, I look at this, right? And people got a lot to say about my situation where my girlfriend and all that, you know what I'm saying, is crashing out, right? All this fake concern, all this fake feminism, worried about if I'm being a man and all that stuff to her and all that kind of stuff, And like, I am not at the behest of being questioned about my personal life. I don't care if she does come out and say whatever. Like, hold up. Who this is?
I'm trying to get on here. Hey, baby.
What's up?
Hey. Well, the people want some content, so can I be messy daddy? Before you was my nigga first, right?
Right.
Before you came into the beat. Wait, can we keep? No, if we want to start some shit, baby, let's start some shit. For real. Because you was my nigga first. And I already know he was Star Marie.
Right.
Okay. He always had beautiful women around him, and I was one of them. How about that? So I can admit that. Kiki stole my man. You was my nigga. No, keep it real. You let Kiki steal you. No, keep it real. If we go, let's give them what they want. You was my nigga first, and you left me for that bitch. And now how you dealing with that? How you feel? I love Kiki. I don't want Kiki to be fucked up. She fucked up though, and she lied on my sister. I don't like that shit now. She look confused. I just feel like she just need a lot of help. Need a lot of help. God bless her.
Yeah.
What's up to your order? But you was my nigga first.
Yeah.
You used to come over to Nicole Reload all the time. We talked about how to do pages. I remember you was with Star Marie. Star Marie gave me love. None of you hoes in the B sector ever talked to Star Marie. I'll wait. That got a channel and that mean anything. I'll wait.
Right, that's true.
Am I lying?
Nah, they said I don't know none of them people from over there.
No, yes you did.
I wasn't over there. They just mad.
Why. No, tell them the whole truth because y'all don't want to act like Octavius got no game or nothing. He been editing. He's been doing this shit. That's how me and him bonded because we both edit. Right. We're not retards, okay?
Right.
I'm not calling Kiki a retard. She just act retarded. She's not a retard.
Yeah, I don't want to have nobody
what's going on with her? What's going on with her in the house?
She lost her home.
Okay, can I ask you some specific questions? Because they saying that the girl. I'm not talking about anybody I know. I'm just asking for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Kiki have any proof where the fire started? We know it started in her.
It's in the
apartment.
news.
It's in the news. Right. I read that, but they don't know. Can you know they slow, Octavius. You got to help them.
I know. I could tell them, but I can't understand it for them.
That's true.
I can't understand the form, and I put it right there in their face. I did a whole AI news article.
I listened to it.
Yeah, and it told how the fire started, and it was like a chimney effect where the stairwell was on fire and it burnt from top to bottom because of the chimney effect of the stairwell being made of wood.
The air, the wind, the natural oxygen.
And it was made of wood. The stairwell was made of wood.
Yeah, I seen it. I actually had but I don't want to go into that. We'll talk about that later. But I don't know what to say, but I will say what, I don't like that my sister was involved. Like they try to bring my sister in that.
You know, like what now? You went out for a second. You said what now?
I said I don't like that my sister was involved in something she had nothing to do with.
Who is your sister?
Shelly.
Oh, well, I wasn't over there to see all that stuff that unfolded with ZX, to be honest. Like that. I don't. Like, that's why I don't even like.
You don't. I know you don't.
Like when I went live yesterday. No, I'm not saying when I went live yesterday on my main channel, it was everybody but pretty much everybody but the beef sector in my chat. Like I get like Shelly. No, let me finish.
Who is left? But come on now, let's keep it real, Octavius. Who is left of the beef sector?
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Who's left? Who could be in there that is beef sector? The OGs have dispersed. They're doing their own things. Mother, God bless him. He on vacation doing this thing. Ain't he on a ship? Is Mother on a ship? I just want to know.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
Isn't he having a vacation? What's wrong with you motherfuckers up on here? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm probably getting dragged in the chat. I don't give a fuck. Stop trying to make people fight where there ain't no fight. Now, baby girl, I love you. I love you, sis, because I have to, because I'm Christian. She owns some shit, your baby girl. But I can't do nothing about that or whatever. But I will know if you have been through something like it is emotional, But she got too many emotional things for me to even utilize that as a argument to the audience, because she always got some shit. Mm-hmm. People willing to forgive, but after 4 or 5 times, they're not gonna forget that girl like that. She gonna have to eat this, and now she.
Well, I don't think. Well, the thing is, the internet ain't for her.
No, I agree.
It's not. Yeah.
And I pray for her. I want her to get her ass off of here. She's grown. We can't get her off of here. I pray that she get her ass off of here, and that the investigators take care of. You know what I mean? What took place. I don't like personally, for me, this is just my opinion, my relationship, bringing up Shelly. I don't know. I don't know
what the issue. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to sound like I'm overly naive, because I don't watch.
No, go ahead, baby. We always.
Hold on. I don't watch grown folks like that. I don't like. And the thing is, it took somebody from YouTube to hit me up to tell me that she was over there. And I think I responded to it like 2 hours. I responded and found out like an hour later or so. So I wasn't over there in real time watching it. I wasn't. So I don't know what took place over there. I don't know what was the fallout or whatever. I talked to Kiki, and the truth is she's oblivious to anything that would happen.
Well, I think that I would just say she doesn't.
I do know they were talking. I do know they were. I do know that they were in communication. I do know that
they were in communication, but her perception, just hear me, dear. And I'm not going to dog walk, baby girl. Her perception of their relationship was incorrect. Okay. That's the best thing that I can say. Shelly doesn't have any best friends on YouTube. And I think I can't speak for her, but if she gave any like really strong relationships with anybody if you really know Shelly, it's actually me. That's why you know what I mean? I don't want to act like I have a tool or anything like that, but Shelly doesn't get close to people like that. She'll in regards to business, in regards to supporting, but we're talking about intimate relationships. Friendship is intimate, right? And that for her culture, for her best friend. I say Tara's my best friend. Tar, I mean, that's how but I'm from California. Shelly different. That's what her perception and what she feels and what is her reality. We cannot judge that. And if anybody that really truly knows Shelly, her best friend is her husband. She doesn't refer to the people that are in her relationships in that manner. It's more of a sisterhood. If you actually get entered into that, you know. But I get.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Now let me.
I do understand that they were. I do not.
Let me say this.
I do understand that they were in a communication, but you know what I'm saying?
They were.
Like after they was communicating, I don't know everything that happened with that.
Sensitive. I get that on the other end that your girl's sensitive. And she, you know, hey, if we have a rapport, her terminology and her perception of any form of communication, if it's to her, if it's some form of friendship. That's how she has presented that online. I'm not going to get on her about that if that's what she believes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't think that's actually, in a sense, a bad thing unless it's rejected and you keep trying to, go on that. So I would say that's a bad thing.
To my understanding, let me talk about this real quick.
Okay.
So my understanding is that there was some back end conversations that may have been referenced to over there that YouTube didn't really, it was supposed to be between them two. It's something like that. So,
okay.
So I get Shelly and how she feel about that. You know what I mean? Because, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
Loose lips sink ships. Can we just leave it at there? And my thing is, but can I clarify though? For Shelly ain't got nothing to do. She don't want to have nothing to do with that other entity. Any of that. Anybody that knows Shelly personally knows she don't want to have nothing to do with that. They've been trying. If Shelly wants to beat for her, all she got to do is turn her camera on, and she don't even have to say nothing. She can just say, "Bitch, what's up?"
I don't know if. Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
and they'll know she don't need nobody. Nobody need nothing. So I'm just asking the beef sector, the white sector, whatever the fuck y'all got going on here, because it ain't no beef sector no more. It ain't no black sector no more. No conscious sector to me. That's just my opinion. I just think it's a whole bunch of niggas with microphones and raggedy ass cell phones that come together and just talk shit. And it sounds like the sectors have been dead. And if they're going to come back, and if they're going to come back together or something, then I want to see a fucking revival, and that's going to take real content. And I'm willing to be challenged.
Well, who want? Look, let me just say this, right? So the thing is, you have content creators. You have content creators, and then you have trolls and doxers. Okay, so when your whole let me just say this. Let me say this. When your whole sector starts getting invaded by doxers and trolls, it's gonna basically get rid of the successful content creators that's bringing the clout. So when the content creators, they're real people. They show their face. They cam up. You know what I'm saying? They're doing real content, and then you got a troll that is talking about they're gonna call all kind of authorities on you. They're gonna line you up. They're gonna mess up your life. They're gonna mess up your life and all of that. And at some point, if you want to still be making money, a sector of trolls and doxers, and so if that weakens over time, people want to see the shock value of knowing about where a person lived, their home, and all that kind of stuff. But at that same time,
come together though, Octavius. They need. Why won't people pay for me and you to meet?
Yeah, cyber bullies and harassers. The content creators bring subscribers. They bring real, authentic subscribers. That's why when I went live on my main channel and talked to my main subscriber group, other people was going. VS was live, Lemon was live. I ended my live about 150 people. I think we got 180 people at the most or something like that the whole time. So that means that I have my own lane, all right? Because I create content. When you're a troll and your whole thing is based off hating on other people and shock value, doxing, harassing, being a cyber bully, being a cyber stalker, you know what I'm saying? All you're doing is pushing people that are real content creators away. And what I'm saying is, although I love, you know what I'm saying, my girlfriend, I cannot suffer to be in these spaces of trolls and derelicts and doxers. I can't. And that's why I don't even go live on my main channel about these type of topics and situations no more, because I don't want to merge no sector of people, you know what I'm saying, that are regular working, hard working people. You know what I'm saying? They just want to check me out, hear what I got to say. I don't want to even let them know about some of these spaces because I don't want them to be harassed, cyber stalked, and doxxed and have their kids played with or have their kids sexualized. But to go away, you know what I'm saying, from these spaces. And then the only thing that keeps me linked over here is when she goes through whatever she goes through. And I'm not blaming her for that because it's a mental thing. She's suffering trauma and it's mixed with alcohol and everything like that. But even with me, whatever they say over here does not matter in the grand scheme of things. Whatever lie or concept, it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, you know, like someone posted my supposed address or my legal name. They do it all the time. Although I can strike, I'm not there to always take that stuff down. Why? Because they have done it so much. They've done it so much to the point it's desensitized. And then it's just other trolls and weirdos that shit anyway. And I realized that, you know, I realized that.
Can we, let's talk in a sense of there is respectability within content creators. Me and you have built a rapport. You know some things about me that and you've never let anybody know. We're not going to get into that.
Oh, yeah, right. I ain't no chatty patty. You know that. You know that I ain't no chatty patty.
Yeah. So ain't nobody ever shook you. No girlfriend, no boyfriend.
I don't know. You borked out. I don't know if that's me or her. No, you was borking out.
I'm sorry. I was walking. I'm saying is no money, no girlfriend, no boyfriend has ever shook you way before Kiki and with Kiki.
Right. No, but I'm saying let me just address this one comment in the chat.
Okay. I'm not embarrassed because I'm emotional and want to cuss nobody.
I want to let y'all. No, I'm gonna just say this. Kiki is not embarrassing me. Like Kiki is not embarrassing me. She's a grown woman, and if she decides to go over there with them nest of demons that she has basically called them, and engage with those low level.
Let me put it on mute.
Then that's her volition. I said I cannot keep going to hell with you. I cannot go and visit hell and suffer hellfire on myself. You know what I mean? I got myself. I ain't been over here cussing. I ain't been doing no live stream with all that cussing and streaming and nothing like that.
You've been
I was on the
doing
panel.
good.
Yeah,
You've been doing really good. You've been know how to do it, but you actually really doing content. Y'all don't know how hard it is to do content.
Right. And like I'm saying, I'm not doing all of that. And I was on Lemons tonight. I'm not blaming Lemon for nothing, but I'm trying to just set the record straight. And then a pack of trolls come up there talking trash, want to be seen. And somebody I care about in real life, and people making sport and making fun of it. You know what I'm saying? And even though, like at the end of the day, I gotta follow my own advice and understand that these people don't matter. They don't matter in real life,
Octavius.
And they don't matter in real life.
Octavius, the whole sector, the beef sector, the black sector, the troll sector, your daddy sector, the uncle underneath the oil change sector. Everybody know that you love that girl. Everybody know that you love that girl. You don't have to explain to them motherfuckers anymore how much you love her. They just waiting for you to explain to them when you don't love her.
Oh,
and
I know.
You move on and do, and he will always have love and respect and care for her.
Yeah,
why do you want people to be destroyed? See, they think the beef sector was destroyed off of hate. The beef sector actually was genuinely met off of love.
Yeah, cyber stalkers take it over.
The hunger of natural meeting people with no fear. See, y'all pussies. All y'all. And I'ma say it, fuck all y'all. Y'all, and I mean that whoever take it. Y'all are scared. Y'all don't want to meet with nobody. Y'all don't want to shake hands with nobody. Y'all scared and trembling in your knees if somebody catch your ashy or your black ass elbow and put it, be you. And if you got a black ass elbow or a crusty toe, say, fuck it. What's up? Meet up. Go to the club. Go have something to eat. Go have something to drink. Y'all sitting in rooms. But I bet you half of you hoes can't turn on no camera. You gonna come out here for my birthday party, baby?
Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it this time.
What you scared? You scared?
Oh no.
You scared? I think you scared. Yeah, you know why you scared. Yeah. You a little nerd, cause he know if I touch him, I'm gonna take everything he got. What you nervous?
No, you good. I mean,
that's all right.
Right now, I'm in my life, in my real life.
To my birthday party then. So you gonna do me like that? You gonna turn me down? You ain't gonna even come to my birthday. And so ain't nobody gonna be there.
Nah, I can't. Right now, I actually got a lot going on in my real life, and that is
my real life.
Went there tonight on Lemon's channel, and
I was
like, no, I can't.
And Tara, I love you. You just hurt my feelings. I'm gonna cry. Y'all bitches better show up to my birthday, okay? Because I cannot believe, Octavius, you told me you got way too much going on in your life.
I'm really packed, bro. I ain't gonna
really that packed?
I am. Like, I'm really I really got a lot of shit. Like, then my girlfriend out here on this internet and all that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I want her to show up too. She's supposed to come. She said it a year and a half ago. Y'all was gonna come. I'm not trying to do nothing with you.
No, you good. I'm just saying. When is your birthday though?
Now you want me to don't say. How you gonna turn me down?
I'm about to say, don't say. Because I said my birthday was like the March 29th or April 1st or some shit.
It's next month.
Yeah.
Y'all come down here to Vegas. I got a whole slate that they ready to put it down. I already told them how y'all do me on YouTube. They gonna show you what a real content creator do. Right. But no money. I've already invested into it. They got it. If you want to show, all you have to do is just pay your own way and show up.
Yeah.
The drinks and food to be there for you. You just have to tip. But you can't tip with no 50. Like, you have to tip well. Because we don't have nothing but premium liquor, premium weed, premium food, premium. Everybody gonna be pretty. Everybody gonna dress nice. Everybody, you can't come in there ugly. Even if I know you gonna get turned away. Going.
Well, see, you know, I'm gonna just show you. Like, I got a woman up here that thinks I'm attractive right now, y'all. Right? But I've been okay. Like, do I care about men saying I'm ugly? You know,
because me and Rob, we actually online. I would like to leave.
No, I'm just saying, like Rob, me and Rob, we have a joke. We say, "Hey, what's going on, ugly, ugly?" You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You ugly. You're not ugly. You know you're not ugly.
No, I'm not. I don't. My thing. Like me and me critiquing me. I'm like, bro, like
my sister Shelly ain't scared to come down here. I done already met Tars several times. Ain't nobody scared, baby.
Yeah.
I think y'all might be nervous in the car. I done met several people off of social media. I'm not afraid. I've had challenges to dress down challenge. Meet me at when you wake up. You just got to brush your teeth challenge. I done met, but we didn't record it. We just met in person. Nobody had sex, nothing, and it was just respect. I've met with chefs and potential chefs and people, all kinds of people, gay, straight, white, black. And the beef sector is the scariest sector that I've ever been connected to. And now that Sean is gone and Mother's on the ship, and Shelly said,
he on the ship. He on the ship.
Yeah, he on a motherfucking ship. Shout out to Mother. I got grandbabies. I would have got on that motherfucking, but probably got pushed over the side.
I'm gonna give him credit because like he talked trash about me. I talked trash about him. I had more numbers than him.
Y'all cover when he going through. That water looks so beautiful and clear.
Nah, he good. But I'm saying like I'm not over here like going live every day. I hate Mother. You know what I'm saying? I don't like. You know what I'm saying? He did his big win on me and Kiki and he moved on. That's what they're supposed to do. It's not just sit there.
That's what roasting and gagging is. You're not. Right. It's supposed to be okay, shit, man, you made fun of each other. And then you go and you to ruin your life.
Ain't no
it's words. It's just words.
Yeah, I could be over here mad every day. Like, he talked about my girlfriend and talked about me and all that. Like every day, like, bro.
Kiki dragged. I think Kiki, y'all both dragged me, and I came back and dragged y'all. Shit, we both had but it wasn't evil. It wasn't. We had no true malice, and that's the difference. And these people have malice because they mad at their mamas and their daddies and their uncles and cousins or whoever hurt them, and they're attaching it to, they're not ready for this game.
All right.
They're not ready for it.
All right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't mind people saying whatever they got to say, but keep it moving. Like, that.
You and like I said, that's what content. We should all meet up. Me, you, and I know Shelly gonna cuss me out. That would be content like a motherfucker for grown folks. And Shelly, bitch, and Shelly gonna cut. Shelly probably 5, 4. Bitch, ain't nobody meeting up with no bitches. I don't motherfucker. Wait, hold on. I ain't say you had to meet you. Shit, I just go across one room. No, but I'm just saying. But that's what content is.
Right.
That's what I'm not nobody hurting anybody. Not now. You got to talk to your girl that she be doing a little bit too much. She can't be fault. I know she got her emotions and shit. She doing a little bit too much about what's going on now. Let them police people and investigators handle that. She doing a little bit too much.
Well, the thing is that as an investigator, right? They're going to, everybody that was affected in that building, that please believe that fire investigator is talking to everybody the same way that he's talking to her. It's just that you know, it
But
pretty
I'm
much
pretty
was
sure the
like,
investigator didn't tell her Sonny with no legs and got a half a arm did that. Or via I know she feels that way. I can feel why she feels
no,
that way.
I'm gonna be very honest about something, and I can't tell you the details, but
Okay.
it could
Is
be
there
tied to
something really
no,
why she
hold
would?
on, let me finish. I
Okay,
said
let me put myself on mute.
it may
I'm sorry,
not
bro.
been a person that did it themselves, but it may have been an aspect of organized crime. Because see, the thing is, there's been people that have been putting out her address every day. There's a guy that we talking about her
Well, then
every
there's your
day.
answer, y'all.
No, every day,
Okay,
and
no, okay.
you know what I'm
Then
saying?
it need to be clarified. You saying
No, but
specific
I'm saying
to
there's
how
more
she
serious.
stated.
No. Listen. Let me just tell the crowd.
But can you clarify that S. Hussigen don't have nothing to do with none of that shit?
No. No.
But I need you to say that though. Like you say her name. You
Oh
know how it is on
no.
audio. That Shelly S. _ Hutchinson.
S. Hutchinson has nothing to do with that situation at all.
Thank you. That's all I need, brother. Okay. Thank you, baby. All right, go ahead, baby.
No, at all. And like I said, what it is that aspect of organized crime, and there's been people that have there's a lot of unseen things that have happened to me and Kiki that y'all don't know. Like,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like that chick that's over there with VS now did dirty. She called the police on me. I had police show up to my home on false pretenses because she said, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
No, that's a whole different ballpark.
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay,
let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me finish. Lady called the police on me and said I pulled an AK-47 on her, and she lives in Pennsylvania. She was living in Pennsylvania. She was living in Philly. Okay.
Who live in Pennsylvania? Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying the lady actually did it. That's why I even attempted to file a restraining order because I had you said that this person harassing you. It wasn't even for me to try to get a win or nothing like that. And around that time, old girl from the beef sector was in communication with that person. So it's a lot of mentally ill people that certain people have been in communication with, okay, that are really seriously insane. Okay. You know what I mean? And y'all don't get to see everything. You know what I mean? And I can't disclose a lot of things, but it was some real questionable activities that were taking place. You know what I'm saying? And before that whole incident with the fire, with people associated from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That was very serious. Right? And certain people from this area have been in communication with some of those said individuals. Right? And as much as I can tell you, so it may be an aspect of organized crime. Now, the thing is, Sonny used to post, Sonny posts a satellite. Hold on, let me say this. Let me say this. I'm not accusing nobody, but I'm saying they have posted her.
But you can't be putting stuff unless that's.
I understand that.
That's a concern.
I understand. No, okay. Nicole, let me just finish this.
You can't be putting.
I got what you're saying, but let me tell. Because if I don't respond, they'll just think that that's what you're saying.
Okay, we'll put myself on.
So what I'm saying is no, you good. So what I was saying is that there are people like Sonny was up there at one point posting a map how to get to her home and where she lives. So if this is uncommon behavior from a lot of these CCs, and there's been real life stuff that have taken place, and real life harassment that have taken place with Kiki that has been it's been very dangerous situations before the fire. Okay, that is tied to YouTube. Okay, and so if the thing is, all those people that played around with doxing and played around with weirdos and all that kind of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If there is some kind of situation, then yeah, they're gonna look into those people. And like that, like the thing is, like I said, I tell people, but I can't understand for them. You know what I'm saying, about the serious nature of this situation.
But my thing is this: people are utilizing social media and YouTube and didn't even read the rules and regulations. I went back to listen to one of the videos. What was it, about 6 or 9 days that you did about the update? I used to do update. I was the actually. I believe that I was the first actually. As a Black content creator that did content on what the rules and regulations were for YouTube, the stipulations, what you can do, what you can't do. And I got made fun of, and I got dragged and flagged, and my channel still fucked up from some of the shit that I've done. But they'll say,
I know.
You already know. Oh, well, because Nicole, nobody likes you, but Octavius likes me.
Right.
There, I don't want to put a list down of who loves and likes me, but I bet you none of the people they saying that nobody likes me, they don't even either know or won't even get on the phone with. You can't have a conversation with. And I believe, even if y'all can't, you gotta show up for my little thing though. We'll talk. You got to.
Just let me know. Let me know.
Even if you can't, just live. Just do live stream for me. You know what I mean? Like respectfully. You know what I mean? So real love, respectful. We gotta dress like all that corny shit. Y'all gotta come on. You gotta show these white folks I know how to make Black folks shake too. Okay? But anyway.
Right.
Not like that. But anyway. Like that, Black folks can come together.
Right. Definitely.
I'm not asking anybody to agree. I'm asking y'all to be there for me.
Right.
That's it. Anyway, moving right along. Go ahead, boo.
Yeah. So like I'm just saying the serious nature of everything that's going on. Like they're making sport of people saying I'm calling the apartment building at such and such on Monday, and it's like, bro, like this is not no.
I don't know if people are realizing, because I don't think they listen to you.
I'm saying those white people just lost a $2.5 million building. Okay. I
wouldn't be playing with that. Isn't that in
right? They're not playing with no internet trolls, bro. They're not.
They're not in California. I think they actually cared about that. They're not going to be playing with y'all. I wouldn't do that. That's just me personally. I wouldn't. Is she in a Commonwealth? Is that a Commonwealth state? She's in Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
Commonwealth, right? They don't. Those people don't. They don't play down there. I think they really care. I mean, if that was in Nevada and California, maybe you would get y'all get away with that because
maybe like even down here,
and shit. But that's a Commonwealth still. You can't do that down there. They gonna find you, and they gonna fine you, and they gonna bind you, and you gonna go to jail.
Yeah. I was just trying to tell them, I said, this is not a troll situation where you want
don't do that. I'm telling y'all, this is not California.
Help these people, like, just leave it alone.
Even because Chicago, if you make a call, don't do that. Please leave that state.
Anybody that's making any kind of fraudulent calls and harassing those people down there, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then next thing they start investigating you, then they look through your phone and see all the weirdo stuff in your phone, and and listen to your phone calls and all kinds of stuff like that. Like they've lost over $1 million. Okay, they lost over maybe $2 million for that one little building. So that's not nothing to play with.
I remember, and they're probably gonna look my shit up, but I fucked up. I'm not saying Kiki didn't do anything. I'm saying I fucked up, burned my shit up. Maybe I can take the heat off of her. But me and you talked about this on my channel many times about. I was talking on the phone, and I went in another room, and the fucking whole kitchen caught on fire, and there was something thrown on there. Poof! I burned my house. It was my fault. My dog died in it. It was very devastating. Right. So when I heard about Kiki's shit I know how that feels. So I don't want her to feel I did lose everything. My dog died in it. I feel like I was the one that killed my dog because I was on the phone and running my mouth, whatever. And I didn't know. I was young.
When things like that happen, you feel a sense of guilt, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, just imagine if someone's telling you,
but I was in a house. I couldn't imagine.
No, just imagine.
No, but just let me.
Yeah, but let me just help you with this. Just imagine that if, just for example, someone's saying that. Yeah, but just imagine that you, someone's telling you that, if somebody was trying to kill you, you know what I'm saying, by burning down your place, and other families and everybody's affected, you know what I'm saying, and you don't know who it is, and it could be, only thing, it could be some weirdos from the internet.
Well, but I'm trying to tell you. I do I can sympathize and I do understand it. And my shit did burn down. And you can, somebody can go find the records. Good luck or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in some archives down here. But the house was shot up before. But the only difference was there wasn't any social media. We need to be careful what comes out of our mouths. And if somebody actually, if they really did that, even back then, was to shut the fuck up. And, loose lips sink ships. I don't think that has changed since 82, 92, 2002, if you get what I'm trying to say currently.
Yeah.
If things can mess up shit and because of certain things, if that's what it is, then let it be what it is, because the cards will always fall where they meant to lay, depending on who playing. But depending on who playing them, they might can be flipped. But a joker will always be a joker. And an ace will always be an ace. And a queen will always be a queen. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I love you, and I love you, and I love your audience. And hey, Nicole Reload ain't going nowhere, baby, but she gonna take care of what she got to take care of. Shout out to Shelly, shout out to the Army, shout out to the House of Reloaded. Okay, Timothy Blaine, and I love you, baby. I'm about to go dead. I love your audience. Right. And what's her name? What's her name? She was talking, but she gave some real shit. Damn, I can't think of what her name is, because she asked good questions, and these are the questions that should be answered. And tell baby girl, in my opinion, look, stand down. Shelly ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
Oh no, I don't think Kiki really been talking about her. I don't know. Like I said, I don't be following. I don't be following her on the phone.
But people be trying to run. It don't.
Oh, she would have hit people's links and they asking, instigating. Yeah.
You know how they do. They know how they did you in the Storm Marie case. They put you in shit you had nothing to do with.
Right.
You weren't even there. So, and hey, and I just respect the fact that you always showed me love, and even though you dumped me for Kiki,
Yeah.
But I'll always be your main baby, okay? You know that now. So
I appreciate you.
All right. I love you, baby.
All right. I love you too.
All right, Babu. All right.
Bye. All right. Peace. All right.
Hang me up, boo.
Oh, okay. Let me get you.
Get me off here.
All right. Let me go ahead and take care of that. So I'm gonna give y'all maybe like five more minutes. And we gotta do like Jerry Springer, you know what I'm saying, the final thoughts. Okay. So tonight's live was pretty much just talking about the trolling, the irrelevance of trolls and how they need your lifeblood to survive, to be relevant. And I referenced certain people like the young dude that's being a follower, and the vegans did. And they came, but they just started to crash out for no reason. And then who else? Then we had LGI hit the link, and she was up there talking about something that happened where she initiated all the bullshit, lied and slandered my name, and then talking about, with all the lies and slander, offered to pay for me to go fly out to see Kiki. You know what I'm saying? And like I've said, like, you know, my whole thing is this. Y'all don't know when me and that woman meet up or whatever. You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no LGI and her band and don't want to know. You feel me? So, and we talked about Kiki's obviously, you know, suffering some trauma and dealing with it in a horrible way, but she's dealing with it. It's just part of being human. You know what I'm saying? And there's not much I could do about it. And then also I addressed the fact that people were talking about the embarrassment issue when it comes down to what she's doing online and the places that she's going. And like I said, I cannot continue to go back and forth to hell, getting burnt up by flames. You know what I'm saying? Demons jumping on my back. And that's what happens when you whatever she's doing over there, yeah, I'm watching, but and I'm dealing with her in real life when we are talking. And that's all I can do from there. You know, that's all I can do from there. All right. But wherever she go, I've told her, I advised her that these people are not healthy. You know what I mean? For her, and I've said that before. You know what I mean? But like I said, for me, for my own mental health, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, I'm not running behind it. I'm not trying to jump on Putsaro's link because she's over there and she's under the influence or she's whatever she's got going on, or jump on this person's link and in a panic. You know what I'm saying? That's how I initially, acted years ago. And whatever got to work itself out with her, it has to work itself out with her. And she suffered trauma. Now the whole thing with talking on the phone with the guy, that was constructed. That was not something that was, it was just whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna give y'all any insight deeper, but trust me, it's not what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? It's not what y'all think. At some point, we can come out and clear it up, but it ain't what you think on the surface. And like I said, I'm not ashamed for anything that she's doing or saying. You know what I mean? Because right now, she really ain't saying nothing about me when she hits links. She's not. And she's a grown woman, and there's private situations with her. It's private about how this thing is going to be resolved. Okay, and that's all I can tell y'all. When it comes down to that. So I mean, people can stop with the fake outrage and say I'm just not the worst boyfriend, and I think I've been more than understanding than anybody I've ever seen online with concerning a woman and your mental disposition. When it comes down, because I've got the brunt of the worst of what Kiki has to offer when it comes to the internet because of this type of thing. And I don't want to. I'm using simple words to not, disparage her, right? So I'm being careful what I say. But the thing is, this whole situation is going to come to a head. It's going to be resolved. You know what I'm saying? And how it's going to be resolved it's going to be between me, Kiki, and her family, and my family. I've spend a lot of time try my best to get her on an up and up like I have in the past. But because of the nature of the trauma, I'm not I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the skill to help her through this. I don't. And I mean, people in these spaces, they can say whatever about me. And I'm not worried about what people say or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even embarrassed about her situation. It's just not embarrassed of her. But it's just she deals with these type of situations. She doesn't deal with these type of situations well at all. And that's all y'all seeing. She's just not dealing with it. And I'm not here to be her apologist. But like I said, I really like people were referencing a lot of things that were taking place on grown folks TV and all that. Like I was not there. I was not there. And it, with this thing, it has been time consuming on my end. And I've neglected a lot of my response, being there for her, like it'd be a way more constructive. And I'm not mad about that. But like the thing is, once this is gonna come to it, she's gonna get help. And when that happens, what I'm saying, she'll come back and we'll probably maybe a week from now, a month from now, we'll probably be over here, we'll be talking on the panel together, and she can explain what it is. But when she in this state, it's really ain't too much anyone can do for her. So like when people be up there saying the things they're saying now, saying the things that they're saying about her is, and then like even when Snoop was up there on the panel and like, oh, you should be doing it, like, lady, like you're not even worried about your teeth, and that's facts. That's facts. All right. And then people can pick at me or say whatever. And I'm not hurt. This is not a triggering thing. It's just like my audio was up there talking about supposedly my kid and all this kind of stuff and who this and that, whatever, and my father or whatever. Like, I don't like if someone dead in my family, they're dead. They're just dead. I don't have no problem with that. You talk about the dead, that's on you. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. And I mean, why are you trying to peep on what's going on in my family? Because I don't care about nothing going on in yours. So that was weird. So that's why I said, like, I give commentary when I want to about what's going on in these spaces, because I got history here going way back, and if I want to talk about something, I will. You know what I'm saying? But Kiki and what she got going on is not something that I feel like that's like, I really don't take no issue from it. I've accepted what she goes through from time to time, and all I can do is do my best to support her. You know what I'm saying? When she's going through whatever she's going through. That's it. Now, none of those people over there sending any cash apps. They didn't repost her cash app. You know what I mean? They didn't do anything for her. Now, I had Chit Chat. I don't know if Chit Chat it was serious about the Amazon wish list. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, when Kiki is a little bit more on the up and up, I'll get an Amazon wish list set up. She'll get an Amazon wish list set up on her own. And when she's more on the up and up. But right now she's not on the up and up to really do anything. And then we just trying to see her through this trauma. She suffered a loss of everything that she owns. You know what I'm saying? Except for maybe her car, except for her car. And, when coming home from a vacation and all you got is what's in the backpack, that's traumatic all to itself, and none of us are in that position right now. And I'm not telling anybody to feel sorry for Kiki, but nobody's in the position where they lost everything. And I'm not in that position where I lost totally everything. Like, no pictures, nothing. Or in the cloud. And that is traumatic all by itself. So for those that are responsible adults, you know what I'm saying, and Christians, when a person's going through that state, they're in a simple-minded state. You know what I'm saying? And God, even in the Bible said, be respectful of the simple-minded. When somebody is like going through a fit or whatever, just God is watching how you treat that person. But like I said, these are godless people. They don't have no God in them. They want to see her destroyed. That she had nice clothing. They hate the fact that she is a cute woman. And they don't want to see her. They want to see her end messed up just like mine. And a lot of positive people that come through here, that's the end result for them. That's why, like I said, I don't really promote this space no more on the main channel, because I don't want other people to be hurt, to be honest. I don't want other people to be stalked. I don't want other people to be harassed, turned into content their whole life. Their trauma is put on full display, exploited, lied on, defamed, slandered. You know what I'm saying? Grown men grown men, whether they're gay or straight or whatever, getting pedo jackets put on them every 5 seconds, and hundreds of people. So, like, it's not that I'm hating people or nothing like that. This is a dangerous space on the internet. And, there is a great degree of, when it comes down to this, if it does turn out to be an arson case, because we don't know yet, there is a great degree of suspicion based off these people manic states, their obsession, their constant posting of people's address, phone numbers, popping up at people's doors, fake lawsuits, fake police reports, fake, a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, if there is an investigator, there is a lot to look at. Games on the internet, grown people playing games, and that, listen, they're not playing with none of us. And then a lot of times, like I said, do you want to be a suspect where they got to get your phone and look through everything that you ever typed on your phone, text messages, everything like that? You know what I mean? Are you really prepared for your whole life to be examined digitally, down to every website you done visited on your phone, on your computer, people you don't call? If you've been cheating on your husband, or you've been cheating on your wife, your girlfriend, all that stuff. So y'all just consider. And like I said, I'm going to talk about this in my lives moving forward, only on the aspect of, supporting Kiki and her Amazon wish list. I'll put that up as soon as she can get that put together. And we'll drop our Cash App from time to time as well too. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I need Cash Apps, you know what I'm saying, for anybody. But you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna push her out there first. And thank you for everyone that have supported her through her time. Yeah, thank you so much, 74. Yeah, thank you so much, 74. I hate that she's going through this too. And the serious part about it is that people really don't understand is that I have thick skin. I got connections. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have had people keep calling my home. Like the thing is, I have a friend that's a master mason. You know what I'm saying? And he works for the police department. And he's here locally. That's my childhood best. You know, it's fake phone calls on my home. You know what I mean? Pretty much that's how that stopped. You feel what I'm saying? That's how that stopped. All these wellness checks and things like that they was trying to do, that's how that stopped. But see, all I was doing online was trying to create content. And they every so often had these weirdos like 74 in the chat. I'm here for it, 74. For a lot of y'all that don't know her, she's from the Latrice Allen sector. Like me and her both got squatted. She just won a lawsuit against Judge Fifi. And I want to go live and report on that. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell y'all about that too. But she has just won a lawsuit against Judge Fifi. And remember what Judge Fifi did to me like last year? She did it to 74 before she did it to me. All right. And there's some dangers of all kinds that, you know what I'm saying, their only content is to get someone with a face that cams up, that's comedic or has a big personality that people genuinely like. You know what I'm saying? We got 79 people in the chat at like 2-3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Over here. You feel me? A lot of people can't get 13 people in their chat. Right? And you know, when they be jealous of that, they're just like, oh, Octavius is just over there talking. He's not roasting, he's not being vulgar. You know, he's not putting out people information. It's just him talking. Right? And they get jealous of that and they're mad and they're just like, okay, I'm gonna hate on him and that's the way I'm gonna come up. And like in Judge Fifi's situation, she was going out there putting out people's full docs, live roasting, talking about putting out fake criminal records on people's family members, and then squatted live on camera, squatting people's home. So Judge Fifi set off an Amber Alert with 74, right? And see, these are the kind of things that happen to real content creators that cam up, that be in these black spaces, and then people are like, "Why ain't nobody going live? Don't go live or talk about it." And everybody trying to do politics or doing celebrity news and you know what I'm saying, all kinds of other stuff because they can't. These weirdos out here really want to affect your life. And then you got to go the extra mile. You don't want to go to court. You don't want to, time thieves too. Then it's like, okay, I got to go do this copyright because I got my face plastered all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want them using my face. You know what I'm saying? So these people are time thieves and they're harassers. So like, could there be better content going on in a lot of these sectors? Yes, but everybody's not built to be cyber. Everybody don't have a friend that's a master mason, you know what I'm saying, a wishful master mason, and a decorated police officer as a childhood best friend. You know what I'm saying? Can you? Because people are stalking me, right? That I could have been ignored like everybody else that say, hey, you know, just some weird stuff on the internet. No, they started investigating the weirdos that were calling. You know what I'm saying? They started investigating these people. So I'm pretty sure people have called multiple times, but they understand that, hey, that stuff going right to a detective. You feel me? So like we as content creators that are out here, I don't have a gang of people. And I appreciate all the love from y'all early in the morning coming through, but I don't have a gang of people that I'm controlling that are mentally ill and autistic and stuff like that that are very, easily influenced. You know what I'm saying? Easily influenced individuals, people that are hermits, people that don't have no friends and stuff. Want to chat and calling your name and you never been nothing in your life. And you know what I'm saying? That means a lot to a little person. That means a lot to a person that never had no clout. Or now they're getting clout by putting your name in a channel on that live stream, defaming your name, doxing you, harassing your family, and that's it. That's it. That's what makes them feel empowered. That's what makes them feel empowered. But then this charge, most of them, like Lady Snoop is antisocial. Like, and I'm just saying with her, for example, when Crystal did that live, showed the back of that woman's mouth. It was rotten black teeth in the back of her mouth, right? Looked like charcoal in the back of her mouth. I literally felt pity for that woman. I felt dread, a sense of dread and pity that someone is suffering that type of condition. But then it explains why a woman that's 50 years old with that kind of condition going on her mouth, where it's just better to just rip them things out the bag. You know what I'm saying? Just rip that stuff out. That, you know what I'm saying? That hurt me to my soul to see that lady that discombobulated. But then that's why I also got to understand this is why they have to attach themselves to people they feel like that matter, and they're jealous. And like, why do y'all like Octavius? Why is it that people he got almost 70 people in his chat at 3 a.m. on his backup channel? You know what I'm saying? Why are people listening to him when they have done the most to be seen, and nobody goes and really check for them like that? And that what they got is predicated off lying and trolling. The recognition they got is predicated off lying and trolling. ZX, I know a lot of y'all like him, but just look how people appeared online. I came to the forefront because of a story that was associated with, and I was here before that in other capacities. I always been in the conscious sector, and I was over there. I knew about the black sector. I was over there, calling in from time to time in the black sector before all that, but I wasn't in deep with it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in deep, but I've been in the conscious sector forever. Conscious space. But how I came in is because, hey, me and Stark knew Cardi B. We know Cardi B. We knew Cardi B. I used to talk on the phone with Cardi B back then. That's a fact. And said she didn't know who Star was when they were hanging out, and I used to hear her voice in the back. I say, "Put her on the phone. I like your friend." I used to talk to her on the phone, and she was talking like that before she was famous. And they worked at, I think it was Sue's together. They worked at Sue's and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, somebody that I knew actually blew up. You know what I'm saying? And the story, like this is, I didn't really understand the importance of me knowing certain people. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. Right. So I didn't clout chase in 2018. I didn't get my channel started and say, yeah, I'm live over here to talk about everything or whatever. I did. I was hitting links and people were getting thousands of dollars off me and Star popping up on places, but it wasn't the other way around. I really didn't, I was working, making good money. I really wasn't like thinking about nothing on YouTube Cloud. But then you got people like ZX and a few others, they came to the internet hating on Tommy, hating on Nature Boy, hating on Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even hating on Clyde Diva. Coming to the beef sector. You know what I'm saying? Hating on some of the women in the beef sector, getting into it, hating. And where was the content? Where was the content? The whole time. What is he known for outside of being a hater? What is Lady Snoop known for outside of being a hater? They're like, okay. Other people naming a title and hating on someone and cursing them out every day or lying and trolling. Nothing. Nothing. And that's it. So like I just said, like I just wanted to give y'all that. But we've been up here talking about it for a minute. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody coming through. And I usually don't do a long live like this unless I may have had somebody hit the link, like, you know what I'm saying? Nicole came up, and I appreciate Nicole for coming up. And hopefully y'all pray for y'all, keep Kiki in y'all prayers. I haven't given up on her. You know what I'm saying? But all that her going to hit those links over there, if she does do it, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, and when she wakes up out of this aphasia, she'll be more regretful than anything. You know what I'm saying? When she wakes up out of it. But right now, yeah, she ain't all the way there, and it's not something that we should pick at or whatever. Because, like, yeah, she lost everything. Okay, everything. All right, appreciate y'all. Peace.